Hey, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome. It is Talk Tuesday. It is that time, and Sandy Vision is today's index. Oh, you know it, you love it. It's what you're dying to see. It's amazing. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a good Tuesday. I hope you're excited. We have a fantastic guest star on the lineup for you today. But before we even get there, we're going to have a little party for a Sandy Vision who's come in here to make certain that we all know how this stuff is done. That's right. Sandy Visions is today's index. She's going to show us how it gets done. This party is for you. Now, we expect you to lead the charge. Show us how it gets done. Let's rock this out. Let's have some good times. I hope you all ready for it. This is going to be a fantastic Talk Tuesday, and we couldn't have asked for it to start out any better than with a Sandy Visions here first. Oh, be still my beating heart. Row. Here we go. Let's go. We're going to do this. Ooh, just like that. You'll love to see it. Of course, what I would love to see is my freaking chat program. That's what I would love to see. Why is that not working? Today has been a very, very busy day, but I know what you guys are here for, and you're not here to see me. No, absolutely not. You are here to see tonight's special guest. Let me tell you, we have quite the lineup. Tonight's special guest, let me tell you, tonight's special guest is an amazing moderator turned fantastic streamer. From horrors to genomorphs and complaints of lighting, she will keep you giggling, laughing, from start to the end. If Batman needed a replacement, he doesn't have to look far. And if you need a mortuary assistant, don't call her. The pay isn't bad anyways, or isn't that great for her anyways. When she's on screen, she's an absolute freaking delight. And when even when she's taking a fright, she's always complaining about the lights, and her mort is on point. You know this gorgeous and fabulous streamer, for getting rated, in the middle of... The Iron is Stevie, show us Steve break on. Well, you guys are just in time. Just in time. At least the raid stuff worked. That was great. We'll have to backtrack just a little bit. She's always complaining about lights, and her mort is on point. You know this gorgeous and fabulous streamers. This lovely jewel by any other name would still outshine the sun. I present to you tonight's extra special and amazing guest. That's right. We're talking about none other than X Skywalker 101, a.k.a. Gem. Gem, welcome to Talk Tuesday.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh, sorry.
right in the middle of the intro. He's like, I'm coming in now.
Right.
It's fine. It's fine. We know what we're doing. I think it's fine. I still haven't figured out what's going on with my stupid.
Also, thanks, Hottie Potty.
Hottie.
Right,
we're just gonna turn that off. It's pissing me off. Oh, is it trying to do it's probably trying to do an update. That's probably why it's not working. We love Jam, right? We all love Jam.
I love you guys too.
Jam is our absolute favorite. Absolute fantastic, phenomenal. Is this gonna actually turn on now?
You're going to make me cry already. It's only been like 5 minutes.
It's only been 5 minutes? No. No.
Or 2 minutes, however. I don't know.
We're just getting started good yet. You wait. It's only going to get worse from here.
Oh, no. Is that a threat?
Okay. It's a promise. We don't make threats around here. We make promises.
Yeah,
yes. Are we ready for these? We're going to dive into these. So some ground rules off the top. It looks like everything is actually working correctly, which is fantastic. Oh, it is. I love it when everything works right. So a couple of ground rules. We're going to get this off and going before we kick on over to our regular screen, and we're going to put you guys face to face with the legend herself. So, we're going to ask you questions. I get the first two and the last two of the evening. The chat gets to have everything else in between. I will probably pepper in some along the way, as is my right. You are welcome to ask any questions that you want. Right. So if you've got a burning question, you're welcome to ask too. Don't think this is like a one-way street. This is a conversation. Yay. We're going to talk. We're going to have a good time. So feel free to fire back if you want. So I don't worry about trying to keep up with chat and trying to read the questions as they come in. I've got a little program that is actually working and capturing all of these, which is lovely. Yay. So I will feed you the questions as we go through this conversation. So you can look at them, you can see them, you can start to panic and knowing that eventually that question is going to come up and you're going to have to answer it. And oh my God, no. It'll be fine. Oh, no. It'll be fine. But that being said, I will ask you. So I do this because I like to filter the questions. I will catch questions that come through here and try to make certain that we're not asking things that are slightly inappropriate. Yeah. Because that's not cool. We don't want to do that, right?
Nah, get out of here.
Good. That's actually on and running. Beautiful. Yeah, I have to wait. Crow, I've already done the introductions. You missed the introductions. Hang tight, right?
That's a throwback.
So if I do, however, somehow slip a question through that you are not comfortable answering, you are welcome to say, no, I'm not going to answer that. We're going to skip that question. Whatever. Just say, no, we're not going to talk about that. And I promise you, we will pivot immediately. We will go away from that question to something else, and we will no questions asked. So only feel like you answer only the questions that you feel is okay for you to answer, right? Don't ever feel like you have to answer every question that comes out from anybody. Really? But yeah, I try to make certain that we don't get questions like, Zoda's very popular asking you what your credit card number is. And Zoda, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
We've
6, 7,
already
8.
Like that's already been ascertained. If we do get and I may take really, sometimes chat likes to put in silly questions like that. And so I may pick fun at it. You're welcome to pick fun at it as well. Okay. It's always a good time. But yeah, it's going to be, we're just going to sit around and have a lovely conversation. So are you ready? Because I'm ready. Telling you, chat's already fired up and ready to go. They're like, hurry. We want the gem. They want the gem. No. Give them.
I'm right here.
All right. Well, without any further ado, it's time for Talk Tuesday. Welcome. I forgot to put the puzzle up on the screen, so I'm a little bit behind, but that's all right. That's okay. It's all right. It'll be all right. Okay, I promise.
Fine. Yeah.
It's okay.
I forgot you'd seen me say hi. Oops.
It's okay. See there. Ding. The ha. There's the puzzle. There we go. See, done. Easy peasy. Exclamation puzzle in chat if you want to get in on the puzzle and get started putting the puzzle together while we sit here and have this lovely conversation with Jim. If you don't, then that's fine too. It's there for people to do whatever they want to do with. That being said, we have a whole series of questions and they're coming in fast and furious.
Ooh,
so get ready. But as we always do, I get the first two off the gate. And so as I should. Well, not always. I'm rude. And right. I'm like, it's my talk show. So yeah, I get it's my rules. So I'm going to be rude. I get to be a little selfish. You're my amazing guest. And so I get to claim Jem's time first.
Aha! We gotta talk about that already.
See, you get to have fun because you get to see all my weird facial reactions to everything that I do too.
I get to see it. I can see the flap.
I don't know if it makes it better or worse. Sometimes,
I think it makes it better because I can do it.
She looks amazing, right? I'm telling you, it is fantastic. So The name X Skywalker 101. I'm assuming your regular nickname that everybody calls you by, Gem, is probably tied to something real life, or you just enjoy being called after a jewel. Either way, you definitely have the look of a very high class fancy jewel. But where does the name come from?
This is quite a funny one. So I liked Star Wars. I'd only just started getting into my gaming phase. And basically it was kind of, I didn't want to be known as me. It was like an online escape.
Right.
So Skywalker can be tied to any single character in that franchise. So it could be Anakin, could be Leia, could be Luke. Spoilers for Star Wars, maybe. But it was a simple name that I liked, and I liked the X at the beginning, and then it just kind of rolled into the Jedi Order.
See, I figured you were taking after Luke Skywalker because the X was for the X-wing. That was my interpretation the first time I saw that name.
It was just because I liked X. It's just it got put to the bottom of the list every time I was in a game. That's my logic.
X for Mr. X. Oh, there you go.
No. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. But he chased you everywhere.
He did. He was a bit of an obsessive one.
I'm telling you. Well, you could say some of us have been rather obsessive since you've gone live and started streaming. My first experience dealing with you was in a Hail stream as her moderator, and then we had you on for our one and only show so far because nobody's volunteered to do it again. Our moderate discussion with amazing mods. Now that was, comparatively speaking, right? That one was like a 2-hour session. This one's a little bit longer. So get ready to keep that seat a little bit warmer.
It's very warm. So warm.
So warm.
Don't live in a heat wave, honestly.
What are you talking about? I love a heat wave.
No.
I grew up on the equator, right? Like hot. Oh. Hot is in my blood.
Can I have some of that? Because I'm boiling.
I tell this to everybody all the time. They're like, "Oh, it's so hot. What is it? Oh, it's like 20 C." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? That's cold." I'm wearing a jacket at that.
I'm wearing a jumper in it, and it's. Oops.
Danny.
Danny.
Hello, welcome in. I looked over and I just see, hey, Danny. And everybody's like, hey. So I'm like, oh, somebody's coming in. That. Hello.
Anytime somebody comes in, when they shout the name, I love it. It's amazing.
Right? It's like some of the most fantastic thing is you see them when they come in and they just spam the name like there's nobody's business. Like, oh yes. Like I've got nothing better to do than just to copy and paste that person's name over and over and over again because it's just so much fun. And you get to hearing it in your head, right? So it's become one of those. Like I do the whole thing where I will. I actually say the names like Gem comes in and sounds like Gem. It's fun.
I don't know how you do it.
Okay, watch the hands. You see the hands, right? If you do like this, you cause your whole body to shake. And so then all you have to do is just open your mouth and then just put the air patches through there, and the vibration will cause it to do that. So
that makes so much sense now. But I don't think I could do that with Nori. I'm not going to try it. I've learned your secrets now. I know.
I call that the shake weight. I don't know if you've ever seen those shake weight exercises. Yeah, that's exactly where I picked that up from. That's exactly where.
Beautiful. Did you just stand in the gym one day and was like, jump?
Well, it works for anybody, right? It says, come. It just works. It doesn't matter who you want to put on there. You just start it up and it goes.
That's true. Rev it up.
But there's been a few people that have
question the noise. That's the one rule.
It's a Talk Tuesday. Don't question anything on Talk Tuesday. We ask questions. We don't question what happens on Talk Tuesday. It's fine. It's fine.
Exactly.
So there you go. It's the shake weight call, as I like to call it.
I love it.
Who is that? Swift Squirrel and her cousin. I showed that to the first time, and they're like, that just lives rent free in their head now. They anytime I come in there and pop that in chat, that's all they see is the picture of me doing that. That's like rent free.
That's all I'm going to see now. Every time you say it, it's just going to be you.
Yeah, you can't unsee it now. It works, true. But you can't unsee it. That's it. That's very like true. Okay, I'm done. And so now you're stuck with the long-haired hippie bearded man with the shake weights in his hand.
Great, honestly, it's my favorite image ever now.
Your next question, because I'm tying you up, and we've got a whole pile of questions coming in, and people are dying to know information, and I'm being rude. Loving and lurking. Thank you, Tales of the Time March. Which that would be a fantastic Bates, I think, and company. Okay. Yes, Tales of the Time March. They've got a regular Thursday D&D stream. They are looking and doing some fairly interesting new things with regards to D&D streaming sessions. So definitely something if you got a chance to go catch out. Yeah, it's been fantastic so far. I have been glued to my seat over some of the storylines that have been going on with that. But
very good. Very good, Ray.
So, all right. So I'm dying to know. You were moderator, had been moderating very, and you moderate for some fairly successful streamers. There's Hales, and I recently found out that you also moderate for Tom DeVille.
I do.
So, doing pretty well with that too. Thank you. To be honest with you, I never put the name. I had no idea who the name was until almost very recently. Most people are like, how do you not know? Because I just don't. Yeah. It's not somebody I paid too much attention to. Sorry.
It's great.
That aside, how did you go from moderator to streamer? Like, what was the impetus that pushed the button and you were like, you know what, I'm going to do the streamer thing. I've been moderating for people. I'm not going to go and take center stage.
It's always been something that I wanted to do. Ever since I first started gaming, it was immediately like, oh, I've seen people do this on Twitch. I want to do it. It was on YouTube first that I saw it. And then I kind of got into it watching people, and then made communities, and then modded, which I absolutely love. And I preferred at the time to have that comfort of typing to people rather than being on a microphone.
Right.
And then it was actually Hales that helped out quite a lot, encouraging streaming and saying it was so much fun. That's my big sister. So that was a big snowball. So it was, I can't thank Hales enough. That is the one. But yeah, it was something that I've always wanted to do, and then I just thought one day I didn't have the equipment for it, and then I got a PlayStation, and I was like, okay, you can stream from a PlayStation. It's a bit difficult, but
you don't get all the bells and whistles that go along with it, but
you don't get the blurps and the sounds and the follows. But I did a dual system, and then I did the very first one, which was Resident Evil 2, and I just immediately loved it. And couldn't get enough of it, couldn't get enough of laughing with the chat, and actually having people with me during horror games was a lot better than just sat there in a dark room and laughing to myself because I bumped at something. But yeah, that was the snowball effect of going into streaming.
Right. Well, that generally does tend to happen. You kind of get sucked into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's very easy to get sucked into it.
It really is.
And it's always such a good time. Oh, absolutely. The community really does a lot to make streaming such a fun enterprise. Whether you're doing it by yourself, whether you're doing it professionally, you're trying to make a living out of it, or you're doing it as just a side project. It's just something fun to do. The community absolutely will make or break a streaming career.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think having having the right collection of people around really goes a long way to make streaming more fun.
Absolutely, yeah. You're surrounded by people that which is a lot better.
Right? Yeah. Makes it easier anyways. It makes it something that I don't know. I don't think easier is the right word. I don't know what a good word is for that. Huh?
I'm breaking my setup, don't mind me.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I saw it falling and I was like, okay. Great start.
Wasn't saying a word about it. It's okay.
I could see the side eye.
Why horror games to start with? Like that was a curiosity I had. And to be honest with you, we're probably jumping ahead of somebody else who's probably asked that question. So if you have already asked a question along the lines, then you're going to get a free answer anyways.
My bad.
I tell you what, let's hold that question for just 30 seconds. Let's go to the list and see what we have out there first. Before I start usurping too much of your time with my own series of questions, because I will absolutely get locked in on this. Be like,
it's so fun though. It's just
I will cheat. Yeah. This is just mine.
I'm the line.
Jamie JM5 wants to know, are you ready for these questions?
No, I'm joking. Yes, I'm so ready. I'm psyched. I pumped myself up in the mirror last hour.
You guys didn't get to see it, but when she showed up for the stream, she was over there doing her whole Mike Tyson. She's like boxing the air. She's getting ready. I heard Eye of the Tiger playing in the background. She was on fire.
Rocky 3 soundtrack is playing. I was ready for it. I'm so ready.
Sorry.
Saw the dancing and everything.
Sandy Vision would like to know, which actor would you love to work with?
Oh, I have two answers for this. One of them would have been Robin Williams. That he is.
Eye of the Donkey.
Eye of the Donkey. Bow. There's a donkey reference, but it's good. It's
fine. It's fine. Sorry.
But yeah, Robin Williams would be the top one. He is my absolute idol. I love him. He's done so many of my favorite movies. So he would be the top one. But from now would probably be Andrew Garfield, and not for things that people see, but the talent that man has is just amazing, and he can just take a script and run with it. Even if it's not a great script, I think he can definitely take it by storm and deliver something that he sees as a vision. So all the behind the scenes that I've watched, he's just so incredible. So yeah, Andrew Garfield would be the top one. I could say so many, but I'm going to refrain.
It's your question. You answer how you want to answer. This is how we get to know you as a streamer, as a person, as a personality. That's what Talk Tuesday is all about. We're going to sit here and plumb the depths and get all the lore that is everything that's fantastic to know about Jem. So. Oh
no, my walls. They're being crumbling down.
We are in your walls.
No.
Oh, hi, Mr. X. I didn't see you in here. Make room. Make room, damn it.
You heard him. You can hear him just bash through the wall.
Hales would like to know, as someone that is a film student, what drew you into wanting to go down that path and be passionate about it?
Ooh, that's a great question. I don't know whether that's going to get tagged.
By the way, yeah. That's a tag.
I knew it.
You said it.
Oh, I shouldn't have dubbed it in. I dubbed myself in.
By the way, if you hear our guests say that's a great question, yeah, that's a tag. Score a point. Collect that point. Exclamation tag. Get it while you can.
I was being so careful for the first ones. I was like, well. But yeah, many people don't know this about me. I actually started out as an actress, wanting to go into theatre and musical theatre at the very start, and then I wanted to go into films. And then I once did a workshop at a place where I'm studying now and did behind the scenes things, and immediately I was like, okay, this is where I want to be. I know how tough the industry is, and it's a very tough one. But doing all the technology stuff, technological stuff, that was grammar, and doing the camera work and actually being able to see a vision come to life was the fueling the passion for film. So being able to study the film rather than be in the film was a much more comfortable and exciting thing for me to do. So yeah,
that was fantastic.
So I do still act on the side, but not like.
So commercials, like anything in particular we would recognize?
Not at the minute. There is a short film that's on YouTube, but it's not put to the public yet.
Quick! Everybody, hit your Googles. Go do your YouTube. Go find it quick.
People would find it. That's the scary thing. But there is something coming out very soon. Having to edit it a little bit, and I am working on a script that is hopefully being filmed this summer.
Oh, that's fantastic!
Crossed, hopefully, yeah.
So you're going to be, like super rich and famous, and be like, yeah, there was that weird thing I did with that weird guy one day for what was it? It was on a Tuesday, I think it was.
Yep. And we'll be like, that's Nori. Nori got me here. I'd like to thank Nori.
You. I'm not. We've had some other interesting stories come out of Talk Tuesday, but I doubt very seriously we're going to launch anybody's careers here on Talk Tuesday.
I doubt that. I'm pressing Mr. X to doubt.
You're pressing Mr. X. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think it works that way.
I don't know. If you poke him enough, he'll respond.
You think so?
I found out the right way. Yeah. Poke the bear.
Poke the bear. Haha. Edges are done. I'm satisfied now. Chinwag Wednesdays. We had one of those once, Com. We did. That's because one of our Talk Tuesday, our Talk Tuesday guests couldn't make it on Tuesday. So we rescheduled for Wednesday, and it was Chinwaggle Wednesday.
Oh, beautiful.
The name was suggested by the Brother Fjord, actually.
Oh, Brother Fjord. Legend.
Oh, yeah. Also, a Talk Tuesday guest himself.
Woo! So, go check it out.
Sandy Visions would like to know, which genre would you like to dive into writing or filming wise? Excuse me. I can read, I promise. I heard the ooh. I heard the ooh. Get guys. There might be another.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah. I think straight out of the bat, the one that would be the most challenging is romance. I think that would be an excellent way to challenge. I have written a lot of horror, and I mean a lot, because it's mostly the passion. But I think doing into romance would be an interesting way, because not everybody knows it and appreciates it the way it should kind of be. So if we had like a... Sorry.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. So bad, I was like... Yeah, right, fair, whatever.
All right. Yep.
Yeah.
Chat's got your number already.
They really do. They really, really do. No footsteps.
Oh, hang on. Time out. We're getting rated again. Incoming.
Incoming Rose.
Yeah. Yes, Rose. Hermaeus Rose. Coming in with a raid. Hi, Rose. Welcome in, Rose and Raiders incoming. I think I'm on a screen over somewhere.
Somewhere. In the abyss.
No, I've got like 3 computers in this room, so one of them has my lurking stuff on it, and so yeah, I just got raided back in on top of this. It's fine. It's fine. I usually get raided back in on myself on a Tuesday. Right. Sorry. Anyways, you were saying before, welcome in, Raiders. We're happy to have you here. Pull up a seat, ask some questions, do some puzzle, whichever you want to do. Yes. Dive in for it. We've got our special guest tonight, X Skywalker 101, aka Jem. If you don't know who this is, then you are in for a treat because you're going to learn tonight.
Oh no!
Oh yes! Oh yes! All right. Anyways, you were saying now before I rudely interrupted you.
No. Yeah. So romance would be my top pick to try, just a challenge. Not to go into necessarily. It would be horror. Would be the main path. But honestly, I'm open for anything, and I mean anything apart from sport. That is one that I probably wouldn't be able to do, but everything else, absolutely.
I'm not even certain. Like, I have got to give credit to the guys that can make a movie out of a sports, because I'm not much of a sports player, and I'm like, do you really have to stretch to make that interesting? I feel.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm just not a big sports fan.
Yeah. There's a certain audience that you kind of have to target for that one, and
yeah,
very niche audience.
It is very, and you have to get everything right. Like, you need to get the lingo right. You need to get the play actions right. You need to get all the.
Yeah.
You know, there are just so much.
Yeah, so much you got to remember.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing, right? Cool Runnings was a classic '90s sports. Field of Dreams is another one. That's a good classic sports one. But again, it's a very specific audience you're targeting. It's a very specific like story you're telling. It's a very specific like you really have to understand your medium that you're going into for that versus, for argument's sakes, right? If you wanted to do an action-packed blockbuster, Demolition Man comes to mind, right? That's not really much of a plot other than you have bad guy who wants to do bad things. We have good guy who's going to stop bad guy. Like, that's the plot. It's kind of all the plot for action adventure movies. And then, a whole lot of explosions and some love interest or whatnot, smooshy with the hot code check or whatever. And you've got to, it's done, right?
Yeah.
You've got to. like you can sum up a lot of action movies just that way. It's done. There you go.
Yeah, that's exactly the formula that they use. And then, whereas if you got people don't appreciate how much time and effort kind of goes into a film, not an action film, but like a sports film, like Cool Runnings. People had to go through learning the Jamaican way and the culture of it, and making sure not to cross any boundaries, and then knowing the locations, and then it's so much that could just kind of snowballs.
And then you gotta cast for the people and everything else, and so yes, I couldn't.
I'm hoping to.
Fellow jazz faves and Nacho Libre enjoyers, this place is heaven. Wow. I don't know about that. Good grief. I'm going to have to expand this a little bit. Let's see. So we did that one. Sandy Visions would like to know. We already did that one. Sorry. Dak Croto wants to know what we're celebrating for and who is this amazing voice. Well, Crow. That would be the fantastic, fabulous, and amazing X Skywalker 101, aka Jem. If you don't know who that is already, then pull up a chair, get you a warm, comfy seat. We're going to be here for a long, long time.
That is a callback to the stream that I met Crow in as well, and it was your stream. That was Crow's opening line. To me and Hales was, "Who are these fabulous voices?"
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been the moderate discussion with amazing moderators.
Yeah, it is.
He also, Crow would like to know, what game would you want to turn into a movie?
Ooh. Red Dead Redemption 2 would be the immediate response. I think it's got such a good. I can.
Why?
Yeah. So it's got such a good storyline, and this is not me saying that I would make it a film. It doesn't need to be a film. It's beautiful. Leave it alone. But it's got such a good storyline. It's got such a lovable character. You know, you fall in love with Arthur in many ways than just one. And he's just such a incredible protagonist that you follow along and you kind of represent and you feel for him and you feel yourself in him. And the storyline is just beautiful. It's so good. Yeah, I don't think it could be a film because the cinematics of it is just so gorgeous anyway, and that'd be so hard to do in real life. But that would be the easy go-to.
Easy girl. Whoa.
We don't talk about it anyway.
I see. So, go ahead.
Just either a film or a TV show would be my go-to, as we say.
Yeah, that was. I was expecting you to come out with like Resident Evil or something like that. I'm like, well, they've already done Resident Evil, but okay, they can do another one.
They could, if I was involved. Yeah, they could follow the game, not the But anyway.
Yeah. Now, okay. So you've played the Resident Evil series, and you compared. Have you watched the movies?
I have.
Okay. Where do you stand on the direction that they took the movies as compared to the directions that the game went?
Oof. Nearly said the tag, but I didn't. I don't personally, this is a personal opinion, I don't like the direct approach that they went for. It didn't feel like Resident Evil characters. It felt like I don't know, just like a jumble of, oh, this is cool action stuff, go find this, go look at this, and just kind of wasn't story based as much as I kind of liked the games to be. Whereas the games, you did get to know the characters, whereas the films, you were all over the place. You had so many characters, and I can't remember how many films there are, but you didn't get to know the characters as well as you should have done. So when I watched the films, I was like, this is Leon Kennedy, but it's not my Leon. Like, it's not like the Leon that I know and I have fallen in love with for character wise, not him wise.
So you didn't find yourself as nearly as invested.
Yeah, it was hard to sit through.
Hashtag not my Leon. But it's fair, right?
Yes, it completely fair. That would be my bio if people understood it. But Nick Apostolides, who plays Leon in the remakes, did a fantastic job. 4 and 2 was just spot on, and what I pictured Leon to be. And the 90s games as well. They are the character that I see, and I just don't think they captured it as well in the films. But fair. If the director of Resident Evil is watching this, I'm sorry.
Don't hold it against her. She may still come to you looking for work.
I can redo it. I can fix it.
It's fine. It's fine.
There goes my career.
Let's see. Sleepy Jen. As a film student, can you watch any movie without having to analyze every scene?
No. Short no. Which is a very upsetting thing, I think. I knew that going into film studies, you weren't going to watch a film and not analyze it. I think it's personal opinion. You know, I can't shut my brain off anymore watching films, unless there's one particular one. But I did see a question of it, so we're going to go past. But every time I see a film, I'll be like, oh, that's a cool camera shot, or oh, they could have done this, or oh, what about this? And if I was doing it, I'd do this. Yeah, even if it's something in the cinemas, you know, usually I could switch off and just watch it. But if it's a good film, yes, you can kind of passively watch it and be like, oh yeah, I like this. But if it's a bad film, you're kind of going, oh, I wouldn't have done that personally. But not to say that my opinion is higher than theirs. You know, we all have different creative measures.
Well,
that we
it's art, right? I mean,
yeah.
At the end of the day,
perspective wise.
Yes. But I mean, you're still going to. It's not like. So I'm a software developer by trade, right? So anytime I go in behind somebody else's code and read what they're doing, I find myself questioning and doing the same things. So I think the more you know about something, the more you want to add your own twist to it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just it's how you would do it, how you would interpret the medium, the artwork, the stuff, and I think there's nothing wrong with that, right? That's absolutely. That's fair. Sandy Visions has delivered the ultimate regime question. Always seems to pop up on these ones. Kiss, marry, or kill? Anakin, no. Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield one, and Mr. X.
Oh, kill Mr. X immediately. No brainer. Bloody hell. What were the other two? What was the first one again? Sorry,
Mr. X was like and Anakin. Peter Parker, the Andrew Garfield Peter Parker.
Okay, kiss Anakin, marry Peter Parker. Yes. Just not even just Andrew Garfield, Peter Parker, just Peter Parker in general. The little nerdy love that we have, and I used to have a Spider-Man phone case. I recently upgraded, so I don't have it anymore. Spider-Man's just the whole. But yeah, Mr. X immediately. Gone. Be gone.
There was like absolutely zero hesitation in that. What, Mr. X, you're throwing him in the pipe? Nah, he's got to go right now.
Immediately, just there was no like wall there. It was just gone.
No. Sorry, we're out. You're out. Yep, Get you behind me.
Gone. Get out of here. I'll find another wall to smash, not me.
Right? Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know, well, I mean, there was the February of this year we did the month of the regime, and I think Kiss, Marry, Kill came up every time we had a regime member on there. I'm like, okay, this is just a regime rite of passage. That's what it's starting to look like. It's fine. It's fine.
I've made it in. I succeeded.
I have jokes.
Oh dear. Don't let it.
It's all good. Red Fox Heritage would like to know what film that you've seen do you most wish you could have made?
Hook.
Well, that was such a classic too.
Oh, that is my all-time favorite film. I don't think I wouldn't want to remade it. I think I'd want to work on it, like work with Steven Spielberg on that film. Immediately would be Hook from 1991, I think it is. I do have a shrine to it. It's covered up by void. Just got it.
I remember when that movie came out. It was such a good movie.
So good, and it's so underrated as well now. People don't know about it. So when people ask me what's my favorite, it's Hook, and it's like, what is that like a slang? And I'm like, no.
No, what do you mean? Huh? No,
Yeah.
huh is not the
Yeah.
proper response when you say, "What's your favorite movie?" Hook. You don't go,
Yeah.
huh? No, you go, "Oh,
You
that's a
go,
good
wow.
movie."
Yeah. That's what I've been trying to
Yeah.
say. Fox did add to that shrine. Fox kindly gave me a VHS of Hook that I'd always
Oh, there
wanted,
you
and it
go.
smells amazing. Like the inside of a VHS just smells good.
Okay, so VHSs are they're essentially like the old vinyl records for videos. It's fine. I grew up with them. I can't tell you how many VHSs that if you play them too much, you stretch them, and then they just they stop working after a while. And the movie looks really funny in certain spots. Like you can always tell the favorite portions of the movie because those are the parts that the movie gets a little wonky because that's the part people keep rewinding and watching over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, Jim revealing your sniffing habits. You have a sniffing habit?
No.
No. Are you sure about that? Because what I'm catching wind of right now is that may not be an accurate statement.
I like candles. Okay. If you take lychee into a candle store, though, she doesn't smell it. She just like shoves her nose in it, and she just goes like immediately. So that's lychee's sniffing habit.
Shoves her nose into it.
She does. She does.
Like
Not
that just sounds
gentle,
painful.
It yeah. And then she'll do it to me, and I'm like, oh.
I take it you and Lychee spend a lot of time outside of streaming together.
We do. I know her in real life. She is my my best friend. So one of them.
It's fantastic, right? It's always nice when, right? Oh yes. Like wait, mod? Yes, that's right. She does mod for you. Haha, I know things. I pay attention. I do pay attention. I promise, I do. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. But yes, no, that Hook, absolutely. 10 out of 10.
All the way. So good.
That's on my. I think that's on my top 10. It's not my top 10, but not one. It's not my number one, but it's in my top 10. It was such a good movie.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I mean, I would put that one right up there with. Okay, I like Hook over Princess Bride. They're both fantastic movie. Yes, I still like Hook better than Princess Bride.
Wow. I mean, me too. But Princess Bride is so good.
Oh, it is. It is absolutely. Fred Savage in there did a bang up job playing the sick kid and everything else. Yes, it was such a good movie.
And it's still loved to this day, which is amazing.
Yes. So. Nothing. But yes, pound for pound, I still thought like they all did really good in Princess Bride, and you had some really good lines that come out of Princess Bride.
Yep.
But I found myself moved more in some of the more touching scenes that occurred, like when Robin Hood gets his memories back. Like that moment where him and Tinkerbell are doing their little scene. She's trying to, that. Inconceivable.
I could go backwards. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. But
that bit, and then Peter getting his flight ability is just
those were absolutely fantastic, right? If somebody were to ask me my top number one movie, it's going to be Monty Python. Monty Python and one? Meaning of Life.
Meaning of Life, brilliant.
Followed very quickly by Holy Grail. Meaning of Life. I like Meaning of Life more because I felt that showcased more of the talents of the group. Far more than anything. And some of the jokes were just absolutely just fucking amazing.
So good. Oh, I love
I have thoughts in your general direction. Yes. Holy Grail was good. I found some of the jokes in Holy Grail which were really good, but Holy Grail did not really tie in the solid talents of the group that they had. Like you had more musical numbers in there that were just absolutely fantastic. Were just hysterical. it was just no Meaning of Life first, Holy Grail second. Then you could throw anything from Flying Circus as, but I mean that's television show. But I mean Flying Circus.
Yeah, it counts. Yeah, it counts.
Have a good evening. Circus. Thank you for hanging out, Red. Thank you, Red Fox Heritage. We love you.
We do.
I got to get out of the habit. It's a Foxy. Have a good evening, Foxy. I mean, I'm in like streamer brain mode, and so I'm reading the first or last parts of the name, and I butcher hers all the time. It's Foxy. I know it's Foxy.
It's Foxy Fox. That's what I call it.
Yes. It's the Amazing Fox.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. That aside, Jamie JM is back in for another one. Any streamers that inspired you?
Ooh. Quite a few. The very first one that I watched and still watch to this day is called InSim. I found him, I think it was through Welcome to the Game, which is a horror game. And he is huge on Twitch, so he doesn't know me, but I know him. And he's incredible, and I can just sit there and watch him for hours, and without, having a care in the world. He's kind of someone you can sit there and not think about anything. You can just watch a game and enjoy it with him. He's great.
Yeah, we buddy of mine around here, Duzukino, had a term for that, and it's called great second screen content.
Yes, that is a perfect way of putting it. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, he's definitely one. Hail Chanel, if you don't follow her, he inspires me. He's a big one. But yeah, InSim and Hales, and just the whole regime, and then Nori as well. But yeah, this
checks in the mail. Don't worry, I got you covered on that. I caught the shameless plug in there. That's good. Okay, I'll get you to check. It's fine.
So yeah, the whole regime, just Sandy, Salty, Saf, Haley, Hales, Eagle, everybody. I'm making Hotty Potty as well. We are both new ones. And Neil Newbon as well. I followed him in 2018, I think, 2019, 2020-ish, on YouTube, and he actually brought me over to Twitch last year, which is where I first kind of made an approach into Twitch. So he was definitely a big one as well.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a long-winded answer.
No, it's just fine. It's an answer, right? We asked a question, you gave us an answer. It's just fine. Let's see. Ooh, I have to make this window bigger. They've managed to. Hi, Belle. Welcome in. Done that one and that one. Done that one. Okay. Yep. Just so Jelly B. I know this. Jelly B says, not a question. We love you, Jam. I'm here to support you, but also cooking.
Sharon is Karen. Thank you, Jelly B.
we want the food porn pics, otherwise it doesn't count.
Yes, this is true. Proof or it didn't happen. It's the rule, and you know this by now.
Let's see. Sandy says, which film director inspires you?
Steven Spielberg. It's just immediately. He has been my inspiration for as long as I can remember, since I was like 4 years old. I think the very first film that I watched of his was E.T. And from there I just was like, this style, this is what I want to watch. It's what I want to be in, was the young me dream. And then growing up I was like, he's just such an incredible guy, and him in a group with George Lucas as well is great, but Steven Spielberg, and he's a producer as well, and he produced The Goonies, and that is another top film of mine.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, great, so good. But yeah, Steven Spielberg through and through is my inspiration.
Nice. I'm trying to think of like directors. Unfortunately, I'm too much of a plebeian, and so directors don't. I recognize some like the really big names like Spielberg. I recognize.
Yeah.
Was that Tarantino was another one?
Yeah.
Like I recognize some of the bigger names, but like some of the smaller ones, they've probably done some really great movies. Yeah, nothing. Unfortunately.
Together. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no, it's just not my area of expertise.
Yeah, that's completely okay as well, because film is for you guys. You look at the film, not the people behind it. But
well, I think it's important to recognize the talent that goes in behind making one of these movies. I mean, that's an awful lot of work that people are putting out there.
Yeah, it really is. But there's so many. There's I can't remember his name now. I'm shocking with names. But he did Haunting of Hill House. He was fabulous, and I really can't remember his name, which is frustrating. But that's the thing with me. I just can't remember names. Mike Flanagan, thank you.
I'm horrible with names, so
yeah, names just leave. But yes, Mike Flanagan is another one. He's like the top two. It's Spielberg and Flanagan. There you go.
There you go. Fabulous. Chat's just flying by.
With names.
Yeah, right. They're helping out. They're definitely helping out.
Thanks, Comla. Thanks, Lexi.
Ooh. Sean Deveron would like to know if you become famous, which we already know is going to happen. Like that's not even an if. That's a when, and it's a very short when. Very short when. Like, come back here next week. She'll have blown up, right? She'll be like, who? Yeah, we don't talk to those guys. They're sub 1,000 followers. They're nah.
Never. You guys are coming along. You're being dragged, whether you like it or not.
But Sean Deveron says, if you become famous, what would you want to be most known for?
Ooh, that's it. Wow. Ooh, nearly. Didn't say it. Did good. Ooh, I think I was more panicked on that. Yeah. Ooh, oh gosh. I'm trying not to say it. I think.
Oh, I think you've already ventured into the territory. You're up to chat's discretion at this point. If chat decides to count it, then they're going to count it. Oh, you've definitely hemmed and hawed over that one.
Mm-hmm. Moving on. I think an end goal would be eventually a director. But I think what I really want to do is do editing or cinematography in games, which is actually a surprise. Yeah, one of the careers that I'd like to go into one day is, because they're crying out for it at the minute, is the cinematography in video games and looking at the world around the characters and not just the characters themselves. And then the camera angles for the video games. But yeah, editing would be the film one that I'd want to be known for. There's so many roles that you can do, but
well, yeah. I mean, there's always a role to do.
Yeah, there's always something.
And that's right. That's the fun part of anything to do with an industry. The industry is made an industry. While it's in this case we'll talk film industry, right? It's we think of it as one thing, but it's literally made up of thousands of underpinnings of people doing something important to help drive that forward. Like even industry has their own electricians and software developers and computer technicians and camera guys and there's stunts and actors and like so there's always somewhere for you to find space within that industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just determining what your passion is for that industry
what
when you fit it.
Because then you can always try everything and then come back to it later.
Right.
Which I think I'm going to do. Accidentally, I think.
Accidentally? Is that a thing? Can you accidentally discover something?
I mean, I'd trip over into a room and discover a set and be like, I want to join this, and then it just snowball.
You say that like you're speaking from experience. Have you indeed stumbled into a set?
I actually have, which I did end up getting to work on, but it wasn't my finest moment. Yeah, that was that was a time. I did end up acting on that one, which was completely accidental, and it's not for the public eye, so don't ask for it. But I did fall into a room, quite physically fell into a room, and was like, oh, like wrong room, and then came back out and they were like, oh, hang on, and then that's literally I say easy, it's not easy, it's sheer dumb luck, is being right place, right time. And then it's, oh, just come down this. And then it'd be like, oh, okay. I ain't got anything to do. Somebody's junk it, yeah. All right, fair. It happens. It happens.
Entirely unsurprising. That's fair.
Wow. Got my cards marked.
Chat's already got you figured out.
This is fair though, because I got injured last stream, so this is completely fair. Valid.
You got injured last stream?
I did. That was this is definitely a void. There's no stick, but it's on a stick. And I moved to go and get a drink, and the chair took it with me, and the pole just went, and it hit like there. I've covered it, and I think it's gone now. But I came back with a red mark on my cheek and was just sat there like.
What you're saying is you tried a little bit of pole dancing, but it didn't agree with you.
Yeah. I don't think that's my career in the future.
Hang on, we're getting rigid again.
Oh, not for pole dancing. Welcome.
Hey.
Hi.
Video Fringe and Company, welcome in. You guys have arrived in time for Talk Tuesday with our special guest this evening, X Skywalker 101, aka Jem. If you have questions, you're welcome to stay around, ask some questions. Yes, we are currently learning out that she took up pole dancing for one night only, and it just didn't work out for her.
But welcome.
Welcome to Talk Tuesday.
Pole Tuesday now.
You know,
it could happen. You never say never.
It could. It's a warrior dancer that will slay any pole. It's so long as it's not slayed. Mr. X holding it up.
Oh no. It's not a fun image.
It's fine. Oh, I think it's fine.
Oh dear.
Is it fine? We're okay with this?
It's fine. Yeah, absolutely. It happens all the time.
Okay, audio is back. Welcome in, Vidya. Welcome in.
Welcome.
It's fantastic.
It's a high bunk.
Lightsy Moon. Ooh. You have a Lightsy Moon question.
Uh-oh.
Lightsy Moon would like to know, what gives you courage to chase your ambitions?
Oh, I'm going to say it. That's a great question. You get a tag for that one. Dang it.
Well, somebody claim it if you want it.
Claim it. Don't claim it. Dang it. Right. It's a genuinely scary thing, It's terrifying because the industry is so big and it's so competitive. But I think surrounding yourself with the right people gives you the courage. Like I've made so many good friends on my course, more this year than any year. They know who they are. And kind of having that support of both friends, family, and then also having some downtime as well. You don't want to be solely focused on film, because you find you get tired out really easily. So that's kind of what gaming is to me. It's kind of like an escape. So having the courage to be able to accept that is definitely a big thing. But yeah, surrounding yourself with people that you love is probably the most greatest thing that I could have done. Bro. We have good timing is all I can say. We have great timing.
Sorry. I just looked down and see all in caps Crow's like, I'm pissed.
Just shouting.
I can hear him shouting from the shower.
Yeah, all the way down there, yeah. You can hear him. Goodness me.
the venom. You son of a...
You can hear his voice as well. So it's the shouting. Muppet.
God.
Oh god.
You know that this is what Talk Tuesdays are for. We're just. And I tell everybody, I'm like, the sad part about Talk Tuesdays is they're over far faster than what you even realize. Like the time absolutely just sails, and you're like, wait, it's over already? No, I'm not done yet. You wait. Before you know it, be like, oh, yeah, time to start wrapping things up. You're like, wait, we're done already? No.
24 hours.
It's fine. Scottish or Northern England? What? I have no idea.
Oh.
You're trying to figure out where Jem's from. Ah.
Oh, me. Up north, love.
I was going to say I think you're Northern England, aren't you?
I am indeed. That's very big about Yorkshire.
Yeah, I was going to say the accents. I've been taking some voice acting classes, and
right.
The British dialect was one of those that I'm supposed to be working on. I've been doing a pretty shite job at it.
Yeah, you got it. I'm proud. The only way to say it.
But she's from the Shire with the other hobbits, huh? Right?
Is this a height joke? I swear to God. Audacity. Moving on.
Well, this is Crow we're talking about. He's fresh out of the shower to get back in on the jokes.
Oh.
Jammy Baggins.
That's me. I've got the ring and everything. The ring's on. I am the Baggins.
There you go. Now, I do a fairly good job of mimicking your dialect for your diaries. Those are so much fun to write.
It's so good, honestly. I love it because that's when I can go my full accent because I tone it down quite a lot. But then as soon as that's come out, I'm like, yes, give me the full accent and I will do this.
just get ready. We're diving right on into that.
Jem's diary.
I honestly, I've been just waiting for you to be like, look, I don't really sound like that.
I actually talk like this. Plot twist, I'm American. That's the biggest plot twist. I can't even do an American accent to say, so.
It's not harder. It's not as hard as you would think it is.
I feel like I go very stereotypical, so I will not attempt.
Well, so we have a stereotypical accent. Honestly, there is a stereotypical American accent, which is the one that you generally hear from everybody,
Yeah.
including mine, which is that's a real flat accent. And we tend to smile an awful lot when we talk.
That was beautiful.
But, yeah. But it's a very, like, most people are like, well, I do an American, and like, okay, let's hear it. And then you honestly do a very good American. You're like, yeah, that's an American accent, all right. Yeah. Spot on, nailed it. Well done. However, accents are such a funny thing. Can you do a Southern accent?
I cannot. It depends. London? Are you wanting Cockney, or are you like?
Yeah, you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific than that. And are you talking about American Southern or British Southern? Oh, like Blanche Devereaux. Oh, that's.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Southern.
That is Southern.
Yeah.
I don't think I could. No. I mean,
I have to get myself. I have to get myself wound up for it. If I get really excited, so I was born in Alabama, and I've spent a bit of time down there. So if I get reared up good, I can get that bit of Alabamian come out.
Oh, wow!
But we got to push really hard to get that there old twang engine up and running, because it ain't easy to talk like this. See, it's a bit of a musical instrument, y'all, and you really kind of have to just roll right on into it, and it's just a little sing song, and we just go back and forth, and we take trips down to the store, and we go out and see things up at the creek, and we like to go play down in the holler, and it's such a good time.
It is. Oh my. That was beautiful. What? Where did that come from? Calm down.
But it is. It's a bit of an engine, and it has to get revved up good. I spent a lot of time learning not to talk like that. So. Right. My general, did was there banjos? Okay, yeah. You want to know somebody else who's got a good draw on them? You should get Haley Paley to get to going. Now Haley's still got a good grasp of her draw.
She does. Haley's accent is beautiful. It's like Southern Belle. It's so good. Follow Haley.
Very prim and proper.
Great. Smooth talking is yes.
Oh yeah. Without office lights, without going banjo, right? Yeah.
Switch off the office lights. I love it.
It's so much fun to get her going. I get to go meet her in person in October, so I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun.
Yay! Is that yes? Wow, that's so close.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's just around the corner.
Woohoo. Calm yourself, Colin. That's my Haley. That's my wish. Am I going to have to fight now?
On guard.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You took my Haley. Prepare to die.
So good. It's fine. It's fine. We did that one. Hales Vinon would like to know, what fantasy world would you want to live in?
Ooh. Ouch. Is this like from TV, games, film, anything and everything? I don't know.
She says anything lovely.
Lovely. There's so many.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Lovely. I'm trying to think off the top of my head because like the majority of the stuff I play and watch is horror, and I don't think I'd want to live in that. So, I don't think that'd be my calling. I don't know.
No,
Maybe
you
like
sure?
no. Well, I think I'd be a good survivor until I fall over a chair into a room with the killer in it, and then be like, "Oh, hey, do you come here often?" And then just but it.
Okay, so I would put this out there, right? You could still live in a horror world. You just pick a time that the horror is not going on.
When the horror is happening to somebody else, that's when you pick it.
Like, I would go live in Resident Evil before the T-Virus was released, you know, like 20 years, 50 years before the T-Virus. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just like living in today's environment. It'd be fine.
That's true.
You know.
Honestly, yeah.
So, you know, there are options behind that.
There is. Yeah, like going before a horror. I never even thought about going before a horror. But oh gosh, if I had to choose one right now, it would either be House of the Dragon, like the Game of Thrones world, or Star Wars. I'll be a Jedi. But I kind of wanted somewhere that was mythical, and I just can't think of something off the top of my head. You know, like with the fairies and the dragons. I'd want to be there. I just can't think of anything that's got that. So, oops. Oh dear.
I scrolled up in the chat and there's Crow who's shouting, maybe from a book you're reading. Who knows?
What book? This book? Your book? Date market. Yeah. Get it with Crow.
Right? Yeah, you know.
I'd be shocking in that world, though. I honestly would be.
It's a fantastic place.
World. Mythological, like ancient Greece. If there's Assassin's Creed, maybe to have the mythological side in it, just anything. With that, I would live in it.
See, I would Serenity. I would go live out in Serenity.
Ooh, I like that.
I like the idea of space cowboys. Like Cowboy Bebop, absolutely favorite anime. I can watch that all day. The music from Cowboy Bebop, oh my god!
Is it good?
Like if you like some of you've never.
No, I'm sorry. Oh no! I've got disappointed Nori. I had one job. I'm sorry.
Tank, right? Tank, absolutely. How would you be?
I'm gonna go do homework now.
I just go YouTube Cowboy Bebop. The music that comes out of that, it's so if you like the Jazz Redeem on my channel, like that's Cowboy Bebop music.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I would instantly like it.
And it totally is like space cowboys. Like they're bounty hunters, basically. The premise of the whole thing is that they're bounty hunters, and they work through space and they hop around. But it goes a lot of planetary. It's not like a whole lot of exploding. Like they do the occasional action scenes and whatnot. But there's a driving plot behind it. There's an overarching story behind the entirety of the Cowboy Bebop series. It's a really good series. It's not just. It is absolutely.
Sounds really good. I'll have to give it a watch.
Kamehameha. Kids on the Slope, which is full. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
Yoko Kano. Yeah. Yeah. Squirrel's already. You start mentioning Cowboy Bebop. Squirrel's already there. Like, oh, yeah.
I need the recommendation, so yeah, go for it.
You haven't seen Go. You must go watch. Absolutely.
I feel like I'm missing out now.
It is. But it's a good show.
Mm.
And the sad part about it is the Cowboy Bebop, the only cowboys you actually see on there are the people that do the bounty. So there's like a television show that happens in the thing, and that's where the cowboys show up at, and they're like, hey, all y'all, and they do the hey, y'all cowboys out there, go get them. You know, they they do the really bad Texas accent and everything for that. It's really, it's fantastic. It's funny. It's so worthwhile watching.
Right. Oh, try it down.
But that's the only time you actually see cowboys in the show. Like that's kind of almost like the nod to cowboy in Cowboy Bebop is, you know, here you go.
See.
But yeah, no, that's where I would go. Absolutely. Just because, you know, I can fly around in space and
It sounds great.
And have fun.
Be a cowboy.
That's right. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Jamie JM. I'm just gonna start calling him Jamie at this point.
That's what I call him.
Jamie says, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being great, fantastic, amazing even, how long do you think you'd survive a xenomorph apocalypse armed with a flamethrower? Feel free to elaborate on tactics.
Ooh. See, I think I'd survive quite a long time because I would lock myself in a cupboard. Screw the flamethrower. The flamethrower could stay outside. No, I mean, I'm quite little, like height-wise, so I think I kind of get an advantage because I can fit in small spaces if I had a xenomorph running at me. However, I think the xenomorph would make me scream if it footstepped near me, so you know, that may be a downside. But I think about a 7 would be where I'd go. I'm no Ellen Ripley, but I would like to be. I have a will to survive.
Well, that's the important part, right? You kind of have to have a will to survive. If
yeah, gotta have a purpose to live, and then like go for it. See, if Andrew Garfield was on the other side of the ship, I'd be a 10. But yeah, I think 7 would be the truthful one.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. It's easy, right? You know, put Andrew Garfield on the other side. She would be a solid 1 because she'd just run, screaming at him, Garfield.
Yeah, I'd sacrifice if Andrew was in danger. It'd just be like, take me.
You know, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, I would love to see Crow trying to do Alien Isolation. That would be fantastic. That would be funny. Of course,
yes.
Crow tried to do Dead Space, and that didn't end so well for him. I would, that would be worthwhile to watch him do.
Yeah, the footprints, just the footprints. Just don't mess with them. They do have footsteps. Have you seen the feet? The feet are like that. Honestly,
they're like that, really? Like that.
We don't speak of Dead Space. Oh dear.
Oh, your camera froze up.
There we go. I think my Wi-Fi went out then. Oh no.
Nope, you're good. You're good. You're back.
Good?
You're good.
Okay, good.
Oh, I'm sitting here looking at my stuff because, you know, we're under a hurricane warning that's coming through here, a tropical storm. So I'm expecting some bad weather anytime now. But so far, so good. Yeah. Ice fine. It's fine.
Woo, touch wood. Fine.
Hales Vanon would like to know, where did the love for Mort come from, and how did you find out you had the Mort voice talent?
So, basically, I once got described
And you
as
have to
Mort.
answer this in Mort's voice. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have to. Right. Well, bloody hell.
I'm just teasing. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah. I can give a little snippet when we get to the Mort. But yeah, I basically got described as Mort. And I think it was by Jen and Skitter, who is some of my best friends and fellow moderators for Tom DeVille. But basically, I got described as him as like a little pocket rocket and just sings everywhere and giggles and is just like a bundle of joy, is what they said. And I was like, oh, I'll take Mort.
Right.
Mort's from Madagascar, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know the old film Madagascar. He's the little, like, I don't know what he is. I think he's a lemur, or is like a squirrel.
I think he is
something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And he's tiny, and he's really cute, and he's got the big eyes, and it's so cute. Funny story about how I actually found out that I had the Mort voice was in a horror game. I was on with a friend a few years ago. I think it was during lockdown, and I got the absolute living shite scared out of me, and Mort came out. And rather than me going, oh my god, it was, oh my god, and then it just kind of spiraled into like Mort going, oh. So it was Mort, and then it was Kermit. Kermit was another one that came out. So I had Mort and Kermit come out in these horror games, and then I was like, yo, I could do this. Like, this could be my calling card. And then ever since, I've just kind of had an obsession with Mort, and then Kermit's not been brought out, but Mort is. It's not a terribly old film, Madagascar. It's something like 2005-ish, but
you know, quick math says 2005 is 19 years ago. Almost 2 decades now.
Yeah, nearly.
Wow.
Nearly.
Suddenly feeling your age just a little bit there.
Just a smidge. Mort will forever be young.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, I think everybody has the ability to squeeze their vocal cords down and make a high pitched noise. Yours just happens to match very, very well with that character.
Thank you. Although I would like to be able to do a certain gnome that we know of.
The gnome? No, I have no idea what we're talking about here now.
Yeah. Sure.
We don't do the gnome anymore around here. The gnome actually, believe it or not, gnome pissed a bunch of people off. So that's why he doesn't. Yeah.
We've got to bring the gnome back. Justice for the gnome. Hashtag justice for the gnome. That Kobe. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Look at that. Come on.
No, people would redeem it. I would talk in a gnome voice for like 5 minutes or something like that, and like literally people would be like, nope, he's doing a gnome voice, I'm out, and would take off. And so,
oh, how rude. Oh, I'm gonna miss the gnome voice. I think I've still got a clip of it. So.
But there's a couple I pull them back out every now and again. There you can always get a comment from the gnome because there is a channel redeem for get a line, a recorded line, get a voice line, and so you just kind of like put what you want and then how you want it read out. Crow's got one of me doing the gnome voice, reading some kind of song or something. I don't even remember what it was, but I full on in the gnome voice just doing. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, the gnome is a bit Scottish. I don't know why.
Just a wee bit.
But he does. So I used to do a thing, right? Lines from gnome. So he came out in World of Warcraft. And so the writing for him, because nobody actually ever heard the gnome talk, but originally I would type out different things, and he had this thing where he would talk about when he was a wee gnome upon his daddy's knee. But every time I say those lines, it's when I was a wee gnome upon my daddy's knee, he said, "Son, you're gonna grow up, and a great man you'll be. Well, now that I'm older and wiser than he by far, the bastard's a liar. I'm bigger than the freaking car." And so there's a lot of that like rolling R that you hear that comes out in Scottish, and I don't. The longer I talk in that voice, the more that comes out. The more that comes out.
Oh, you forgot the Kirby. Stitch. Oh, every time that gets
Kirby.
Oh no! Oh, you broke me. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Well, most people hear me talk like this, right? And so they're like, "Oh yeah, fine." And then you just kind of go right up here, and people are like, "What the fuck?" Excuse me. You're like, "Yes, can I help you?"
Honestly, you'd think that were two people sat there, but I'm watching. It's you.
And it's like we're getting rated. We're getting rated. Hiya, Raiders! It's Astea coming in with a group of two. How's it going?
Hello.
Start a riot for Gnome Stitch.
Justice for Gnome.
But no, that's actual real voice. There's no mic gimmicks or anything else.
No, nothing. Yeah.
It's just
a real thing.
Ooh. Thank you for the follow, Eddie. Welcome in. Yeah, it's just the way that works.
It's so good. So good.
It looks even worse considering the fact that you're watching me do this, and what you see is this bearded guy on the other side.
That's why it got me so much.
Tony. No, you're all good to say it. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. We appreciate it. We're just making, Gem here lose her mind at this point.
Oh, honestly.
I have 666 channel points. Very nice, Jellybean. Very nice.
Ooh, well done you.
Right? Let's see. Right, so that covers more. Brother Fjord would like to know if you could bring one dead person from history back for an interview, who would it be?
Robin Williams. In a heartbeat.
I'm like,
repeat, but
I
knew.
This is like Hales and her artist guy. That like every question was what was his name? Eddie.
Is it?
Okay, and what's your point?
What about it? You can hear her voice as well. She does that. Oh, yeah. Robin Williams would be one. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else, so I don't say the same thing twice. But just know Robin Williams is the top one.
It's fine. You can say it as many times as you like. It's just fine.
Yeah, every answer is just going to be Robin Williams.
I heard tell that her favorite artist actually followed her on a social media platform.
Yeah.
Which is, really exciting.
It's amazing. Yeah. So good.
Right.
I wasn't there for that. And then told me in the other stream and I was like, what? That's so cool. Let's try again.
Let's try. Well, it's one of those, because it's not like it was just a random thing. He intentionally went and pulled her up and pushed a button. So, Hales is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. She deserves everything. So they deserve that.
But yeah, that I heard about that. I was like, well, that's incredible. That is
So cool.
fantastic.
Wow. I'm still amazed by it. So I'm very happy for it.
Mm-hmm. If you had somebody that you could get to come follow you on a social media platform other than Robin Williams, we already know this one. Who would you pick? Who would be your almost cried moment?
I think on Twitch it would be Insim. That would be wild. Andrew Garfield. I'm trying to think of somebody new that probably Nick Apostolides on Twitch or just anywhere. Because I admire all of his work. He's done such an amazing job.
It doesn't matter. It could be anywhere, you know.
Neil's a great one. If Neil followed me, I would sob. Yeah, just...
You heard that, Neil. Get on that.
No, don't. Yeah. There's so many that I cry at nearly every follow anyway. Like, just if somebody comes in, it's like, oh, you like me. But yeah.
You like me. You really like me.
Fucking Julian.
Right. Weird Al or Wheaton would be
Weird
Al. Good ones too. I would take Al, especially as much as I like to rewrite songs into little spoofs and parody. I would take a Weird Al.
So good.
Absolutely would just yep. I'm off in no man's land at this point. Like, ooh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Sleepy Jen would like to know, what was your very first video game?
Ooh. Okay, this has two parts. The very first one.
So, Grubbs, to be honest with you, a buddy of mine who recently passed away is actually regularly mistaken for Weird Al. He used to give out autographs.
Wow.
it was pretty fun. He absolutely could have passed as a double for him.
That's amazing.
We had such a good time, especially at the bars. She's getting so much trouble. Anyways, sorry. I saw that come up.
No, you could. Yeah.
I got a story for that one.
That is amazing, though. Oh, that's the best part when somebody comes up to you in a bar or just anywhere and they're like, "Oh, you look like this person." I was like, whatever. I forgot the question. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's fine. We'll go back to it. I kind of interrupted before you got a chance to really get into the question. Good, so that's my own fault. Sleepy Jen would like to know, what was your very first video game?
Yeah. So, so two parts. The very first one that I ever played was Minecraft. That was with my brother. He was kind of introducing me into it. And I think I played the tutorial and that was it. Because I was like very young. I was very, very young. And the very first one that I properly played and was probably like awake for was Red Dead Redemption 2.
Awake for?
I wasn't just like forced into a controller and be like, "Here, play this. There's no storyline. Just go do it." But yeah, it would probably be Red Dead Redemption 2, which was and still is probably one of my top favorite games ever. What a game to start with is the first thing. So that threw me into the game. So
what you're saying is you're still actually fairly new to gaming in general, then?
I am, yeah. I think it came out in 2018, 2019. So that was when I came into the gaming and was like, oh, I always watched it. I watched so much before I came into the actual gaming. So I think I started watching in like 2011. Started watching on YouTube. That was my gaming influence. And then I plucked up the courage to ask for a gaming console and then was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then got into it. So it was very, very good. And I would not change it for the world.
Fascinating.
Hmm.
I find it interesting. For me, there was a time before video games, because they
Right.
just didn't exist,
All right.
and I remember them coming out and onto the scene. I remember
Hmm.
the growth of the games as they've gone on,
Yeah.
and it's always been interesting. But for me, it's like I knew of a time before there were video games, and that was because there was no choice.
Hmm.
It's interesting to find out that you've gone as long as you have without actually getting into video games as a
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah. Yeah. It's strange, and I've watched so many gameplays of different games. Um. So like Resident Evil was
Mm-hmm.
that's threw me into it watching them. And then coming it was a real full circle because my first stream was Resident Evil 2. And I'd watched the old one and was like, oh, I kind of know this, but I haven't seen anything of the remake. I watched it, but hadn't played it. So it's completely different to watching it versus playing it
It is.
yourself and kind of getting to the
Oh
characters.
yeah, it absolutely
So
is.
yeah, so I'm very new to it. So I'm not the greatest, but I have fun. So that's all that matters.
That's well. At the end of the day, that's all that you can ask for, right? Is
Yeah, yeah,
if you're not having fun, why are you doing it? Like
yeah. Why are you playing if?
that's my big like. I
Hmm.
tell everybody, I mean,
Yeah,
if you're not having fun, why are you doing it?
yeah, absolutely. Mortuary assistant. Dropping that in there.
Them blooming lights.
Them blooming lights, I swear to God. Pay your quid.
It's not much, people. Please,
Yeah,
just
it's
pay
just
it.
a quid, please.
Pay the freaking light bills for a change. Always got me working in the dark.
Yeah, honestly.
Have you tried Phasmo?
I have. I actually used to be really good at Phasmo, and then it updated, and I haven't played it. I got really bad.
Interesting.
Um, yeah, Phasmo's. I don't
AJ!
get scared by Phasmo.
Hi,
Quentin,
Crimmy.
hi. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get scared by Phasmo at all. But I
But
don't know
Crow,
why, but
I like Elden Ring. What are you talking about? I don't hate Elden Ring.
true. Although the rage quitting that I've seen from gamers is full
I've
force.
seen some I finally got into the DLC last night, and
All
like
right.
I'm getting spanked by everything. Um and I'm like,
That's the
okay,
Elden Ring way.
that hurt. Okay, that hurt. Okay, that hurt. Don't touch him. Okay, don't touch
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
Fuck,
yeah,
there's nobody I can fight.
yeah, yeah. You just run around and be like, right, what do I do now? But yeah,
Hey,
I mean, I've
bees,
only watched
welcome
it.
in.
I've only watched it. I've watched you play it. I've watched Con play it. I've watched Crow play it. Wars and just the amount of on Tom DeVille as well, and the amount of stress that I go through watching it because I'm like, oh, how do you dodge that and how do you run past that? So I've never tried it. I don't plan to. But
I hadn't planned on getting into it, honestly.
mm,
I tell you what drug me into Elden Ring was watching people like Calm and
mm,
Momus and Wars play the game.
yeah,
They were always having such a good time. It didn't matter how bad it got; they were still
yeah,
laughing and having a genuine good time about it. And so I'm
yeah,
like,
it was
okay.
great fun.
So I had to try it, and so I got the game and I
Mm,
did my first playthrough, and I struggled through. There were parts I'm like, there's just no way I was going to get
mm,
it. But then after I finally killed the Elden Beast, it took me like, I don't know. I think I spent like 2.5 streams just trying to kill that one
wow,
boss. We were there
right,
for a while.
yeah,
But after completing it, it was done. I was like,
mm,
honestly, this
yeah,
it
it was
wasn't
fun.
it was a journey. And
Mm,
at the end of the journey, I felt happy. Like it
mm,
wasn't like this was and I still pick it up and play it. Like I
yeah,
still play that in my spare time.
yeah,
It's just
absolutely.
it's a fun game.
It's very
Uh,
fulfilling, and I've met Com's Twatsmith, which is great. But it's just the fun that people have with it, regardless of if the boss is hard or not. It just looks brilliant. Um, but I know that my level of gaming has not reached that yet. Hopefully it will do, but
you want to talk about a level of gaming. You go watch Phoebe, and you'll have to go. I think Phoebe's recently changed her name, but you go watch Phoebe play Elden Ring, and you suddenly realize exactly where you're at on the skill level field, and you're like, okay, nope, I can't even begin to figure out how they do the things that they do, and they're fantastic at the game. Yeah, and I will be the first one to tell you that no, like they do. They are currently working on a rune level 1 hitless. So basically, anything can tap you one time and you're dead. And this is a game where you have to dodge everything, parry everything. And Phoebe's been doing a parry build. So she's not dodging everything. She's not rolling out of the way. She's actively determining when to time that shield hit right to shrug off the boss's attacks. And it's exactly. Yes, Phoebe Parry Queen. Thank you, Com. Phoebe is absolutely insane.
I'm gonna have to go check that out because that sounds amazing.
Oh, it's just beyond unreal to watch them play. It is absolutely phenomenal.
That's so good.
Like I thought I had seen good players, and then you go watch a Phoebe, and you're like, yeah, no. And as good as Phoebe is, you stop and realize that there are actually, so I've seen other streamers out there who play the game with like a Dance Dance Revolution pad. There was a guy who played the game with an electric saxophone. Like he was playing notes in order to move the character around and play it and being successful at it. And you're like, there's some people with some solid talent and not it.
Yep, so they can do it. We're fine over here with the controller.
Hey, Salty, welcome in.
Salty.
Oh, Serb.
Hi, Cerberus. Everybody's in.
Yeah, everybody's coming. Well, they're all coming out to see you.
Don't tell me that. I'll cry. I
am telling you that. I'm telling you that exactly right now. They're all here for you.
I'm already warm.
Gem Fan Club, exactly, right? And if they're not, they're going to be, because they're getting a firsthand experience of the fabulousness that is the gem.
Oh my gosh! Continue. Oh, I'm gonna start crying. Anyway,
Hales would like to know who is your favorite jazz artist?
Ooh, Chet Baker. I think that would be my top.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I Fall in Love Too Easily is, I think, probably one of my all-time favorite jazz songs.
That's a solid.
Chet Baker.
Yep. Right.
All right. That is a good one.
No, that's I can't disagree with that. It's a solid choice. So
there's so many good ones though. Louis Armstrong.
Oh, there are
as well.
Armstrong's another good
Frank
one.
Sinatra. So many, but yeah, Chet Baker.
Yeah, unfortunately, I sing more along the lines with and they're not even a freaking jazz singer. Unfortunately, my vocal range is comparative to Johnny Cash when I sing.
Oh, good choice. Yeah. Wow.
So
yeah.
I find that if I'm in a long car ride and I want to just sing in the car by myself, then yeah, I'll put some Johnny Cash on, because I can sing to all of his songs easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Easily done.
I can hit those. I can hit those vocal range. That's fine.
Yeah. Immediately. Yeah.
Dat Crow would like to know, what movie series would you turn into a TV series? I'm assuming he means TV series, because the question doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you just read it as, what movie series would you turn into a series? I guess if we said, what movie would you turn into a series? That's probably more along the lines of what he means.
Okay. Yeah, right. Oh, you're gonna have to give me a minute. How dare you miss a word?
Yeah, he's an author too, right? Imagine.
Oh, honestly, Crow, you had one job. Hmm. Trying to think.
It's fine.
Because so many of them have been done already. So there's Marvel, there's just been done. There's Star Wars, it's been done. I don't think it's a series. It's a book series. I don't know whether that counts. And it had a film, and it was supposed to have a second film, but it didn't. But maybe Narnia would be. That wasn't my first one. I was going to say Aragon, but then Narnia popped into my head. And I know Narnia's already was a TV show, quite a while back. But I think Narnia would be really good as a TV show. Because there's so much from the books we kind of missed out in the second and third one.
Just for the first one, are you kidding me? The second and third one, the first one,
yeah, the first one missed a lot. Yeah, it missed so much, and I think in a TV show it's a lot easier to explore that with the book because there's episodes that you can have two seasons for just one book or as long as you need, and people love it because it's the book kind of visualized. So I think Narnia would be what I'd go for. But my first one was Aragon, but that only got one film. But that's a great book series, so I recommend.
Recommending. Okay.
Yeah, recommend.
Well, there you go. Take care, Crow. Enjoy your day.
Bye, Crow.
Have fun. Thanks for dropping in. Enjoyed the training. He needs a training montage. I actually had a button. But I had like a little Stream Deck next to me, and I had a button literally called training montage, and it had one of these like old 80s.
Oh.
Like absolutely just you're like, yep, I could work out to that. Yeah, art.
Yep. Oh yeah.
They're just like, oh, time for a training montage. And when I was doing the solo playthrough of Elden Ring, and we would get into this rut where I'm just going back at the same boss over and over again, I started hitting the training montage. Let's go.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, I mean, I work out to montages of the 80s, so it happens.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fantastic, right? It does.
Yeah.
It's a good time. We did that one. Haley Paley. Ooh.
Hi, Haley.
Oh. Okay. I got to do this one justice. Haley Paley asks, if it's all the same to you, can I whisk you away?
Oh, it's as if she's in the call. I mean, I can't do a Southern Belle accent, but in response it'd be, not if I whisk you first. Any day, Haley. Any day. Name a time and place. I'll be there with my mates. The emotes.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. It was set up too easy to do that. Jamie would like to know favorite superpower.
The ability to fly. I think that'd be my go-to. Unless you mean in like a superhero, then it'd be Spider-Man. But the flying ability. Just being able to
interesting.
At any time. And you wouldn't have to worry about parking. I was thinking about this. I was driving the other day and I was thinking, what power would I want? And it would be flight, because you don't have to worry about parking. You can set off at any time and you'd be there in no time. So flying is the answer.
Interesting. It's a solid choice.
Yeah.
I went telekinetics. I can move anything with my mind, and I can fly still. But Spider-Man had a really cool one. There
you go.
Oh, there you are. You're fine.
Hi. Wi-Fi. Yes, telekinetics. Yes. Okay. Immediately. go for it.
Spider-Man was always an interesting power set just because it's the proportional strength of a spider. Like, that's what he got. The original Peter Parker that was bitten by the radioactive spider got proportional strength to a spider. All of the rest of the stuff, the agility and everything else, was just training.
Yeah,
lots of time spent and everything else. All of that was hid. But yeah, so it's rather curious. Everybody's like, I want Spider-Man's power. Well, okay.
Yeah, train for it. Yeah, I mean, the web would just be, you could swing.
Oh, that would be a good one too. Just imagine something into reality. Though I would be more concerned with having the ability to just will something into existence, just because, you could accidentally will something into existence while sleeping. And so you could will your dreams into existence.
But what if you have a nightmare? I don't want Mr. X coming in my bedroom, He's not welcome here.
He's already in your walls.
No. Get out. Yeah, telekinesis. I think, yeah. I'd go for it.
Of course, you would still have the same problem with telekinetics too, because you could just start whipping your house around in circles without even realizing it.
Yeah, if you got really stressed, you just see stuff flying about and be like, oops.
Yo, Carmine. Welcome in.
Hi, Carmine. Oh, it's a big fan.
Crow has another question. He's already taken off, but we're going to get him anyways because he can always watch the VOD back and catch up with the responses. Crow would like to know when, mind you, not if, when are you coming to Australia? Asking for a friend.
Listen, Australia is far too warm. I mean, I'm suffering in what? It's 14 degrees right now. That's nothing, and I'm boiling. So I think in Australia, if I was there, I would perish within one step of standing on the stand.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do a world travel one day, so maybe, but that's a lot of money. Which, as a student,
it is a lot of money.
Yeah. So maybe one day, but
it is. I've been saving up to make a trip out. Like I want to make a whirlwind trip through Sweden, UK, Scotland, France.
Yes, do it.
Mostly heading over that way just because. Well, so the plan is we're traveling around trying to figure out where we want to stay at. If we find a place that we like. But mostly it's I'm using it as an excuse to get around and go face to face and see a lot of the people, the fantastic and amazing people I have met online here in Twitch.
Yeah,
in person.
It's a great idea.
I've got plans with a Momo's Year time to go, and he's supposed to take me to a few pubs that he knows.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna see if I can't catch up with Serb and maybe go and do a LARP event with him.
Yeah,
on the weekend.
All about living. Just if you have the opportunity, just do it immediately.
Yeah. just get in there and have fun, and just get around and see some people.
Yeah, just go say hello. Not everybody bites.
Really? See, I was hoping for a few biters. That was going to be some of the fun.
Yeah, you get really disappointed when somebody doesn't bite you when you meet them. It happens. And immediately returned.
Phrasing, Nori. Yeah. That's.
Slap on the wrist.
It's fine. It's just fine.
Great.
AM Kamnenos would like to know, are we finally prepared to admit that Yoksha isn't real? That it is invented in the 1990s to confuse geographic students?
Say that to my face. Yes, if you think that we are mythical, if you think we're mythical and magical, fair, because we're great, you know? If you want to come meet a fairy, we're here, we're in Yorkshire. If it's confusing, great, it should be, because nothing should be straightforward when you're from Yorkshire. Blow the lid off this case. He's onto us. Run, scatter.
Scatter! Escape! Time to escape!
No denial, interesting. I will not confirm nor deny.
I will avoid.
Avoid commenting. I'm watching you.
I got my eyes on you. Oh, that's fantastic. Jillyby would like to know, or rather, Jillyby says, I want to make certain that the both of you hydrate, by the way.
Oh.
Jillyby, I have been drinking.
You have. You've been watching.
Yeah, it's the guest star who hasn't been drinking.
I'm here. I'm doing it. Thanks, Jillian. She wholly funds my non-headaches. So.
I don't have a hydrate button on my channel, mostly because I'm like, I know when to take a drink.
That's fair. You have common sense. You can do it.
Usually when I get to laughing really hard, it's like, oh yeah, stop, take a drink, because you'll regret that.
Yep, the head hurts and. Nori's good then. Nori's good. Nori's been drinking. He's been good.
Red Fox Heritage would like to know, why is Yorkshire tea the best tea? And it is, in fact, like tea used to be. And is it, in fact, like tea used to be? There we go.
Yes. Yes, Yorkshire tea is the best. Purely because it is. No, Yorkshire just has that balance of. I'm gonna go into a tea rant now. It's a balance of like sweet and not sweet. Like you don't want your tea to be bitter, but you don't want it to be too sweet. And you can fix it with sugar if you want to, but it's just, you know, it's from home. It's the best kind.
And my particular response to this is going to be yuck.
Use you. Oh, you're not a tea drinker though. Do you drink tea?
It makes me nauseous. I will throw up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can't drink the stuff.
Everybody. Yeah. Oh no, we got a yuck.
I have. It doesn't ever seem to matter what kind of tea it is. Like I have tried different kinds of teas, and every one just makes me violently ill.
Right.
So I just don't drink it. I drink coffee.
No.
That's what I drink.
Coffee? And it doesn't affect you?
Not one bit. No. Coffee's fine.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah. Not tea. No tea.
Yeah. I get that. People over here don't drink tea. But if it's not my go-to. I don't drink it every day. But if I had to, it's Yorkshire tea or nothing.
It's Yorkshire tea I'm having. Right? But no,
sorry for him.
It does. It makes me violently ill. And so after you throw up a few times after drinking and stuff, you're just like, yeah, no. Not my cup of tea. Not one bit. I'll have a cup of coffee though.
Cup of coffee. I love the way that's said.
Yeah, well, we'll have a cup of coffee in the morning. Cup of coffee.
Cup of joe.
I actually knew some Boston people. I spent a bit of time with those guys up there. They have a really interesting accent about them.
They have a great one.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's fun. Let's see. So that was that one. Hales Vinon. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hales Vinon would like to know, in D&D, what would be your class?
Ooh. Ouch. That was an ooh. 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 Yeah. I mean, you say it first, no. I mean, right. Being bullied. I refrain. I'm pretty sure that's what I kept saying in the mod one, and that's why that got put in. Yeah,
no, the tag question got put in because people would ask questions, and
not the tag
guest
one,
stars like
yeah.
yourself would always be like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good question." They,
Yeah.
She got it.
Yeah. No. Wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Wait a second. Calm. Having you. Yeah, not the tag one on your stream, but I do say it quite a lot to everybody. Oh, that shouldn't count. Anyway. Where's the camera? There it is. I think the one that I'd most the high score would probably be a druid or a bard. Druid, I mean, we can multi-class, but druid because I just love animals that much. And I think it'd be much more helpful being able to turn into a bear than it would, singing at somebody. But bard, I love the sassiness and I love the constant singing in your ear.
Well, okay, we're going to do this again. It's not the first time somebody's brought bards up, right? I would point out that bards aren't always singers.
Yep, there's many different colleges. You can go down any path you want, but I would go into the music one.
You would be a singer still.
Yeah.
You would be like, and just yeah.
I mean, I am donkey apparently, so the dragon is looking very tempting.
Donkey.
But yeah, I think it'd be a druid as the main one. Be the class I'd go.
Now, we're into D&D. Do you do BG3?
I do play Baldur's Gate. Yeah. I haven't finished it fully yet. But my first playthrough with me is just a druid. And then with a friend who is like I am a sorcerer, which came out of nowhere. But I was a bard, but I found it really difficult to do the fights because we were on quite a difficult fight. So I thought, I'll try a sorcerer because I've never done it before. And it fit the character. So yeah, druid is probably the right answer then.
Fair. I just curiosity.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah, that's how I met Hales as well, through Baldur's Gate.
Right, and the Minkies, right?
The Minkies, yeah, lovely little Minkies. Do you know there was a thing about that when you asked me on the mod talk last time, and you said who would you want to mod for, and Tom DeVille was one of them. It was like a few months later that I got the message and was like, oh, wow. You'd come back to me and be like, it worked.
We spoke it into the universe. That is fantastic.
Yeah. Put it in the universe.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, very fun. Very grateful for the opportunity as well. And you meet so many new people, so.
Right? Oh, yeah, all the time.
Great.
I imagine it keeps you very busy, too.
Very much so, yeah. I barely have any evenings a minute. But it's good. It's a great way to bond with people. So I enjoy it very much.
Oh, that's fantastic. That, you could have knocked me over with a feather on that one.
Oh.
That's fantastic. Well, it's always great to hear good things happening to people that are just absolutely fantastic and amazing, right? I always like hearing good news, and I like hearing when my friends are doing well, like something good has happened to them. It's always a joy.
Yeah, the best feeling.
It really is, and I like celebrating those little accomplishments that they have. It's a good fun. Yep.
So good.
All the time. It's amazing. So the fact that you're like, yeah, I'm now modding for the guy I wanted to mod for, that's fantastic. That's amazing.
It's mind blowing, but yeah, I'm very, very happy, and I love every single one of them. So,
Spirit Guardians. Lightsy, I have been doing. So Serb, our resident rogue and alchemist, has been keeping me in potions of cloud giant strength. And I have been doing improvised weaponry with everything I can get my hands on. So I just grab whatever's near. Last time we played, I grabbed a dog that was turned sheep. So the druid turned the dog into a sheep, and then I grabbed the sheep and winged it at a bad guy and killed the bad guy.
A bad guy.
A bad guy. Including other party members, yes. I tried to eat Sir, but he didn't want to hold still before that. But it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Whatever.
It was fantastic. But yeah, no, interesting classes. So Sandy Vision would like to know if you could forget one movie to rewatch it for the first time, which one would it be? Hard decision here. I think I already know the answer, but we'll wait. We'll wait.
I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna be stuck here for a while then. You already know the answer, but a second one would probably be Goonies. If I could go and rewatch that for the first time again, I think that would just be so good.
I remember watching Goonies for the first time and like running down to the library after that and looking up old maps and everything else. Like I was so ready for my own private pirate adventure.
It's so good, and just wanting that friendship group that you could just go on a bike with and travel out and about.
Well, we had that when I was kids. Yeah, we had the bike running. Like that was pretty staple. That was you'd go out to the outside and be like, grab your bikes, and that's what we did. That's we would bike to the swimming pool. We'd roll out, and there would be like 14 of us all on bicycles, and we're doing tricks off and curbs and everything else, and just being stupid. Just absolutely having a blast at it, though.
Yeah,
but
having so much fun.
Yeah. That was every bit my childhood and my summers.
So good.
Yeah, we lived on. What?
You go.
No.
There was a third one that I remembered. I remember the third one, but
okay, go ahead. We're here for it. Go for it.
The third one is because I saw it would be The Bicycle Thief or The Bicycle Thieves. I can't say it. It's an Italian film. Yeah, I can't say the name in Italian. But to relive that first time that I watched it, which was beginning of this year, that is a very you have to be ready for it. It's a very tough film to watch, but it's so good. Kind of makes you think quite a bit, which films don't often do for me because I'm more in the technical side of it. But having that name there, but having that film to rewatch again would be amazing.
Would be amazing. That's a good choice. Life Blue, thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
Hi.
There's so many movies I would go back and rewatch for the first time over again.
There's too many.
There's an awful lot, but just because that first time, that sense of wonder watching it.
Yeah. What's going to happen?
Honestly, there are movies that I continue to rewatch over and over again. And I sit there like a little stupid kid just on the edge of my seat the whole time. I already know what's happening. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Suck completely into that storyline. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In a heartbeat.
I love movies like that. That just and so that's why they're in like the the top 10. Like I how many times have I watched this movie? I don't even count. Don't even question.
Lost count. But it's
I've gone through like 7 or 8 VHSs, and I've got like 14 DVD copies of it because I keep scratching the ones because it's on repeat nonstop. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like that. That's the thing. To just
it never gets
over
old.
And over again. So, yeah, and those are good. Those are always good.
But yes, Hook would be the main one. Not to jump in.
No, you're fine. We already knew what it was coming out to be. But that's all right.
I'm gonna surprise you one day.
We'll see. Haley Paley says, "Are there any projects you are currently working on that you can talk to us about?"
Yes.
I'm very hesitant. Yes.
Yeah. Sandy mentioned it earlier. Currently in talks with Miss Sandy Visions to write a script on the story of Hades and Persephone. Yeah, so going into the Greek mythology, because I was talking about this the other day, we don't have enough good representations of mythology anymore. And Sandy approached me and was like, "Hey, you write scripts, right?" Yes, there she is. And I was like, "Yeah, like not professionally, but not out there yet." So we are currently working.
I've done a few, right?
Yeah, just a few bits and bobs. But yeah, currently working on that storyline and researching it, which is so fun. But there's a lot because there's so many different interpretations of their story. So we want to get it right and get it how we see it. So
right,
that is one.
You always got to look out when you do things around mythology, because even doing it, even trying to stay as true to the original. You have to also consider the fact that your source material isn't the original. Like your source material is a retelling of a retelling of a retelling.
Absolutely, yeah. There's no right answer, so it can kind of be left to our interpretation. Yeah, which is what art is all about, and what short films and long films. No matter what you do, it's your vision. That's the title. That's the best title ever.
Jim and Sandy get shit done.
Yeah, we do.
No, I don't think it needs to be shite. I think it needs to stay right there in that bastardized American. Jim and Sandy get shit done. Like we can even throw this back into like the full on announcer movie voice, like. Now in theaters, Jim and Sandy get shit done.
Yeah, there you go.
It it works. It works fine.
It does. It's great. That's beautiful. That's the title now. Sunday, write it down.
Write it down.
Write it down.
It's fine. It's fine. No, that's. Let's say I'm going to say ambitious, but not like trying to be rude ambitious. But that is a very large project to take up.
It is,
especially when you start considering the different myriads of twists that those tales have taken over the years and the constant retelling, and mostly a lot of that was because the mythology is always about trying to teach a lesson, and so you. Yeah, well, that's what it was. It was a way to. This is going to sound really bad, but religion in general at the start was used as a means to control the populace. So,
especially in that time as well.
So yeah, the stories get retold and changed slightly to fit the needs of the time when that happens.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's. I'm am looking forward to seeing what comes out of this collaboration. I am certain it is going to be amazing.
Thank you. Keep an eye out.
Hey, welcome in, DEFCON. Welcome in. Absolutely just looking forward to that. Brother Fjord would like to know, if you were on death row for execution, what would your final meal be?
Oh, what was my crime? What did I do? Ooh. Do you know what? I hadn't had it in years.
You know what you did? You killed Mr. X. We already covered that. That was like, back up there.
That's not a crime, though. That's a heroic action. That was self-defense. Yeah, you know those like I can't say them properly because my accent butchers them. But you know those like little like quesadillas or quesadillas, like the little.
You actually had it right the first time.
Did I? Quesadilla.
Yes.
Is that how you say it?
Quesadilla.
There you go.
So like it's like saying the letter K.
Yeah.
So it's K. Yeah, there you go. So you say it just fine. You're not butchering it.
I feel like a butcher.
Nah.
But yeah, the quesadilla, like the chicken and cheese. So good. But I am also a sucker for like a salad. And that sounds really bad. But like cucumber, you can't beat it. Which sounds really weird, but
not one bit. I mean, it's your death row meal.
It's true.
You're the one kicking the bucket. You should eat what you want to eat.
Do I get pudding as well?
If you want it.
Yes. You gotta have it.
Blood pudding or rice pudding or
strawberry ice cream.
Strawberry ice cream. How's that pudding? You said ice cream and you said pudding and then ice cream. You want?
Oh, dessert. You guys call it dessert. We call it pudding.
See, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Dessert.
Do I get dessert?
Well, what you say pudding to me, and pudding is a thing, right?
Yeah, like
we have chocolate pudding, we have vanilla pudding, there's rice pudding, there's
there's loads. Yorkshire pudding.
Loads.
Yeah, pudding is
divided by a common language.
What's for afters? Yeah, that's yes. That is another way that we say it as well. What's for afters?
What's for afters? Now, see that would have made a bit more sense.
Yeah. I completely forget. This is what I mean, and then it's like what does pudding mean? I'm like, huh?
No, you're fine. I've done a deep. I've been doing studies of languages. So I speak English, Spanish. I've been learning Swedish and Japanese. So
wow.
Colloquially, everybody, like even within the major languages, there's dialects in the way people talk, and there's just these sayings that are unique to the region. So even if you learn the major language, it doesn't really do you good until you get in there and talk with an actual native speaker, and then you end up learning their colloquialisms, the way they talk, and then you start sounding more like a native speaker. Sandy, I am happy. Actually, German's on my next list after Swedish. So
that'd be so good. I'd love to learn German. Jen tried teaching me once, and it didn't go very.
I worked for a company where the UI developer was Japanese, and he literally had to throw into Google Translate everything that he wanted to say in English before he could say it.
Wow.
And so it turned out that I could speak Japanese to him. And so we in our morning meetings, he would say whatever he needed to say in Japanese, and I would translate.
Wow.
And that just really became it was fun. He actually helped me improve my Japanese an awful lot. But
brilliant.
But yeah, that's the way you do it.
Yeah. Immediately.
Total fun.
Speak it, just ask them.
Just sit down and have a conversation. You sound like a toddler when you first start speaking, but I mean,
yeah,
everybody does. So
Absolutely. I mean, I still would love to learn French, and I feel like an idiot when I try and speak it, but it's getting the
well,
accent down.
I am certain Calm can give you a first-hand experience in French.
Yeah, it's getting the accent down. Calm, woo! Yeah, it's the fun. Accent. I just can't nail it, but it's really interesting to learn it because you can write it. I just can't speak it.
Well, but the accent you'll learn the accent again as you talk.
Yeah,
it's like listening to Calm speak English, right? Listening to Calm speak English, he sounds Welsh. Can't help himself. That's just the way he sounds.
Yeah.
But when he talks French, he sounds French. The accent comes out. My Japanese was very robotic when I first started learning to speak it. Now it's more native sounding. My Swedish sounds like a 2-year-old, and I'm still struggling with the way that their vowels are made and whatnot. But when you get to a point where you're fluent in it, you stop sounding.
Yeah.
Calm's not French. Calm lives in France.
Calm is multi-language talented.
Yes, Calm speaks very good French. Total fun. I've had the pleasure to have a Calm come by my house, and we actually went out to dinner. We had some traditional Japanese ramen from the shop just down the road from me.
That's amazing. It's just so good that you can meet people.
He was on his whirlwind tour across the Americas, and he took an overnight to stop here and spend the night. It was so much fun.
It sounds amazing. But yeah.
It was a good time.
World tour went.
Going on a world tour. There you go.
Woo.
Hales Vanon would like to know, is there another art medium that you would like to try out?
Ooh. I would have loved, and I mean proper loved, to have gone into the music industry side of it. I mean, I guess that's kind of close to film, but the music, like composing, performing, that would have been probably my next go, because I've played piano for a while, like 10-ish years. So I'd have loved to have gone and explored that a little bit more, but I also kind of feel like that is incorporated with every art that you do. So with film, I don't solely just do film. I do games, I do music, I do art. So it's kind of all kind of bunched into one. But yeah, music would have been my go-to.
Well, music's a good solid.
It's a safe option. Pole dancing, I don't think would be my go-to. I don't think that's in my future.
Going to suggest. I wasn't going to suggest that. I thought music was going to be in my future way back when. That didn't turn out. That was not for me. I actually found more enjoyment in software development. So it's interesting the way life takes you. Like you're so like this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And then something comes behind and plans change, and your life takes a different approach. But it's not any less meaningful.
No, not at all. No. It's, in fact, if it's your passion, it's even better probably.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can always continue it as a hobby. Like that's what I did with music and with acting. But you can still have it.
You can still have it. Make a man dream.
Ooh. Steady on you too.
Meow.
Meow.
You let us know when. Anyways, but no. So yeah, I learned guitar. In fact, I learned to play stringed instruments. So I have a guitar, a bass. I can play banjo. There's a violin in the closet. I can play ukulele. Like if it's got strings on it, I can pick my way through it. I picked up a couple of like a Mongolian sitar, or not a Mongolian, Indian sitar one time. I was playing with that. That was pretty fun. Wow. But that's a pet project. That's things to do in my spare time when I'm not writing software code. Yeah. So those are always fun to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it's something that keeps you passionate up for it as well, and you don't have to constantly do it, but you want to constantly do it. Great.
It is fun. Just not anything that I would spend. I don't get the same fulfillment out of doing music as I do writing code.
Yeah.
So I would never turn that into a full-time job. That's not a thing for me.
Yeah, no. Following your passion.
Right? Ooh.
Oh dear.
Oh. Crow says, since he's not here, we're going to ask it anyways. As a horror fan, who or what is your favorite villain / monster, both design and concept-wise?
Ouch. Ooh. Strike through the heart. I mean, concept-wise, probably Freddy Krueger. I think that whole concept of only being able to fight him in your nightmares is quite terrifying. Especially if somebody falls asleep trying to wake you up. That would be... Favorite... Ooh. Hard one. It's really hard. Oh, there's so many. I'd definitely say Freddy Krueger's up there. I think... I hate to say it, but Mr. X was a very cool concept of being tested on so much, having the tyrant skills. Pyramid Head, very cool concept. And graphics wise, he looks amazing. He looks terrifying. If you saw a big pyramid coming at you, I think either you run or you just accept
just that giant knife that he drags behind him.
Yeah, and it's the sound of it as well that is just so good, and it goes straight through your ears, and it's I think scariest for me, like the one that scared me the most, is probably the nun. And Haley will agree with this one, but her design, her design is just, it's awful, but it's so good because she's got the paleness, she's got the bright eyes. Haley jump scare. But yeah, it's something about the eyes. It's always the eyes that bring it out, and I think the nun really brings out that thing. And she's such a small character in The Conjuring, but she leaves a mark. Like you're not going to get her out of your head anytime soon. So yeah, Freddy Krueger and the nun and Pyramid Head would probably be the top ones, concept wise and design wise. There's so many though that I feel like I've missed. I'll come back to these like tomorrow and I'll be like, and another thing.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot this one. Oh, I forgot that one.
Yeah. I should have said that.
Jilly B would like to know which of the Lord of the Rings trilogy was your favorite or is your favorite?
Ooh, that's tricky. I mean, I love all three, but I think the final one, I think it just ties it all together. Again, name slipped me, but the final one, I think the whole tie-up with Aragorn's character, Aragorn is my favourite, but the tie-up with him and Arwen and the whole, I feel like it's the romance side of that, but just I feel like the ending of just bringing it all together is just so good.
Somebody ran off with the last piece.
No! You heathen! come back. Oh no. I'm gonna be looking for that now. Oh, who's got the
Well,
last piece?
I can tell you it's not on the outside, and none of the hands have it, which means it's somewhere on the puzzle.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm like just staring at this now. Just I don't even know where that could be.
No clue.
Am I gonna have to join this now and sift through it?
Oh,
Come on, Xavier.
it'll show up. You just sit here and watch for a little bit, and you'll see the pieces will actually like
come together.
what is the word? It will pulse. That's the word I was looking for.
Ah, I'm like distracted by this now. I like need to find it.
It's fine. It's fine. It'll turn up. Don't you worry about it. So, Lord of the Rings movie, which one?
The final one. Again, the name is slipped in my brain because I always get them mixed up.
It's the Return of the King.
Is that the final one? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Return of the King. That one. It's my all-time favorite. And I love this Sam and Frodo's dynamic in it as well. Like having that final party is a great ending. So I like them. That is my favorite. Even though I can't remember the name, but that's just fair for me.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'll just say 1, 2, or 3 at this rate.
Well, and that's fair too. What's interesting is there has been many different adaptations of those books.
Yeah.
So.
And the show as well, which is fairly new out. Well, 2 years ago. I'm trying to remember the name of that now. Is it Rings of Power? Is that one?
Huh? No.
Oh, what's the show called?
Rings of Power is what the rings in there were called. There were the 9 rings of power that were given to the human, and for the elves and the dwarves.
They've got a TV show as well. That one's called Rings of Power, I think.
I have no idea. I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I watched the first 3 Lord of the Rings movies. I thought they did a really good job staying as close as they could to the books, which is not always a thing that you can do. Oh, look, Absolutely. They found a piece.
Oh, did they? Wait. Yay!
Just watching that thing just run around.
Whoever found it, well done.
But no, it's like that was my impressive bit. Was it's one of the few movies that I have seen that were adapted from books that were done to the movie. Now, that being said, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is always perfect every time it's done.
Every single time.
Even though it doesn't match with anything else, but that's because none of the other stuff matched. Like the television, the TV, original TV broadcast was different. Then the book was different. Then like it's all been different. And that's actually by design of the author. So I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's perfect. And it's their vision coming to life. Even if it isn't fully the book, it's what they see. Because at the end of the day, they make it for themselves, they make it for the audience, but it is very much like, this is my vision, this is my view of what the book is. Have at it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you like it, go buy a ring, which is what I did. I'll go buy a necklace. It's on my list,
Right. Lychee would like to know, if you could live in a different time period, what period would you pick?
I mean, instantly I go to ancient Greece or ancient Egypt, one of those. I don't have a
Fair.
specific date for those, but just any time in that. But I would have also loved to have been in the Renaissance, with the big.
I'd have gone to the
buildings.
Renaissance.
Would
I would have been there for. Well, I would have been like pestering Mozart.
Yeah, going to ask
I
him
would
questions.
have totally been there for the music stuff.
Oh, the music from that period. Oh my gosh, I'd listen to it every single day.
At the same token, I would have been in the Renaissance because of a lot of the like mathematical and scientific discoveries and the new stuff that was coming out too at that point too. It was also like really on top. Though honestly, what was it? The 20s. Yeah, the 20s, back when like steam engines and whatnot were starting to really take off, would have been a good time as well.
Yeah, like the what's it called?
The dawn of cars and everything.
Yeah, and Eisenbad Kingdom Brunel. He'd have been a good character to meet.
Yeah.
Lied to you. I'm thinking me blush.
How do we know that Jem wasn't actually the inspiration for the Mona Lisa? Mm-hmm. She could already have been a time traveler. I mean,
no, you've never seen me and the Doctor in the same room.
She's British. I mean, you know.
True. I giggle a lot, so it could have painted at any point.
For
I mean, I don't have the same hair color, but you know. I can't sit still for 24 hours or however long it took to paint it.
Katia Stoden would like to know your top 5 video games.
Ooh, top 5. Okay. Resident Evil 4. The top one. Red Dead Redemption 2. Alice Madness Returns. I've run out of games. Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Oh, it was such a good game.
So good. Cal's story is just beautiful. Am I on 4? I think I'm on 4.
Yeah, you're on 4.
What would my 5th one be? I feel like there's so many. Oh no, I've run out. I'm on the spot. What have I played? My brain's just gone black. If I just open Steam and just see what I've got. Dragon Age. Dragon Age. I can't forget Dragon Age. Immediately. 5. There you go. Specifically Origins.
Specifically Origins.
Yeah. The very first one. Getting there. It's great. I love that game so much at the minute.
Yeah, there you go. Katia Zoden would also like to know if you read any books / comics, what are your favorite books or comic?
Ooh. Like favorite genre or just a favorite book? Or
favorite book or comic? I don't. They're not being genre specific, so if you need to be genre specific, then go for
it. Favorite book? Possibly one called The Silent Patient. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much into the romance books, so I'm trying not to say like all the usuals.
You say all the usuals because I spend all my time reading romance novels.
That is all my time. Don't give me that look.
This face looks like it just reads romance novels all day. Yes.
Yes, queen. Me Before You is a book. That's one that I go back to every time. Sexy romance. Shut up. Don't look at my Amazon. It's private for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Yes, queen. Yes. Slay.
Yeah.
Wait. We can do this better. Yes, queen. Yes, slay.
The hand with it was beautiful. Oh my god. I'm gonna need like a wallpaper of this. I hope you know. Oh, this is what you miss when you don't see Nori. You see the hands. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then any Batman comic, any in general, or Spider-Man. But and Sandman, the Sandman comics.
Oh, Sandman was good.
Yeah, they are my go-to if I ever need a good read. The Sandman.
Just there's a real wait and see needed here.
A real look around and find out.
Yes. Drinkabell would like to know, what is your favorite flightless bird? And I can tell you, there is a right answer to this.
There is?
There is. No. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, I immediately went to penguin. Is that it? Is that the right answer?
Yes. Drinkabell's mascot is a penguin. So.
Yeah, penguin. It is immediately penguin. I love the name Drinkabell. But penguin, best flightless bird.
Sandy Visions says, if you had a lightsaber, what color would it be?
Blue. Yeah, it's not original, but I feel like blue's just a great color. I mean, I'm wearing it, but yeah, blue would be my go-to. And yes, I would be a Jedi, not a Sith.
Blue's a classic. I would have a black. I would go fight the Mandalorians for the black one. Absolutely.
Yeah, go
just
for the
give me that. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Give now.
Mine.
Yes, I want the black one. Ooh, so much fun.
Toby. Yes, you need to walk up to the Mandalorian and doing that, and then it'll just be like, "Oh yeah, this is the way," and then just give it to you immediately.
Yeah.
Just, this is the way. I will take the black. Thank you. Mine.
Thank you. Immediately win it over.
Ooh. Elignor would like to know, what is one pudding you absolutely cannot stand? And I'm going to use your word pudding and not the American word of dessert. Dessert.
Dessert. Trying to think though. My
Johnny, I wouldn't fight Sandy over the black one. If Sandy wanted, I'd give it to her.
Oh, in a heartbeat. I don't think the gnome would, but Nari would. I think it'd be rhubarb and custard. I think that's one dessert that I cannot stand. I don't know why, because it looks amazing. But rhubarb and custard. Was that a yuck on my side, or was that?
No, I'm there with you. Though I would also say, but any durian candy. Right out.
What's that? Durian candy. What? Don't look at me like that. No, don't give me disappointed Nori for a second time. What is it? Because I may have it and I may have another word for it.
No, it's called durian. It's a fruit that comes out of India. And it smells like literal shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is a fruit. They make it into candy and whatnot. It's supposed to be really sweet and everything else, but the smell on it is horrendous.
Ooh, it does not sound good.
To quote an AM.com, it's fucking mingy.
Fucking minging. Love it.
Green Emerald says it's delicious, but smells awful. There you go. Like it's
there you go.
like you can go YouTube it. There's like challenges that you try and get past eating durian fruit. It's pretty up there.
Nah, fuck off.
Fuck off.
We have a thing if that's how we say it. It's just fuck off.
There you go. I got near to a durian one time. I have not actually been able to get it close enough that I can actually try and taste the stuff.
Really? That bad?
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, it does not sound
it's pretty pungent and potent. And this comes from, like, I grew up. So we used to live in Puerto Rico, and my grandfather used to make we call them plátanos. And what that is you go out and you catch fresh fish, you scale it, you skin it and everything else, and you cover the thing in salt, wrap it in a banana leaf, and bury it out back in the backyard for about a week. And then you take that and you bring that inside and you scoop the paste that is in the leaf out of the leaf onto a frying pan, and you fry that up with some plantains. And the smell is like, the smell permeates the entire house. Like if you're cooking that stuff, everybody in the surrounding countryside knows what you're having. It is potent. It is basically fried rotten fish.
Well, that does not sound good.
And I used to eat that, and like durian, I'm like, no, I can't get close enough to it. It's terrible.
Right. That sounds awful. I kind of don't want to find out what it is.
It's honestly impressively vile. Surströmming is the only other thing I can think of that is supposedly as bad as durian is.
Right.
And surströmming is canned rotten fish. You can get that in Sweden.
Ugh. No.
Yep.
I'm good.
Yeah. So, just heads up.
I will look out for it. That is the top thing to look out for.
Right. Carly Zoda would like to know, what football club do you support? The most important question in Britain.
Oh. Unfortunately, is how I'm going to say this, I support Manchester United.
Manchester
United.
United.
Unfortunate. Yes, that is a big unfortunate. Not necessarily my choice. It's more of a family. More of a family like tradition. But yeah, Manchester United is the way to go.
There you go.
Not a great one, but...
Honestly, it's the way, right? I am Grubs says, kiss, marry, kill. Hales, Haley,
No.
Salty, Sandy, Safi, and you must kill 3.
No. No. Me. Kill me 3 times over. Save the rest of them. Marry and kiss them all. Just no. I can't kill any of them. They're all too good. He really did choose violence. That's an awful question. That's so mean. Nuh-uh.
This is gonna end bad.
Wow. Rogues, I have a vendetta. I honestly don't think I can choose. I mean, I love them all to bits, and they're all so fun. I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah. No,
Don't
I'm
worry,
not
we can
killing
take the
anybody.
hit.
No, I refuse to kill anybody. I will sacrifice myself before I kill anybody in the regime.
Well, there you go. That's
There you go.
That's a valid answer. We're going to take that one and we're going to move right on with it. Jelly Bee would like to know, who would you be from the Golden Girls? Sophie, Dorothy, Blanche, or Rose?
Rose. Immediately. She's just away with the fairies 24/7.
I'm getting slaughtered because I moved on.
Yes, move on. Move on. You know, yep. Rose. would be my decision. She's just insane. Oh, we're not killing Rose. I am Rose. Wait, if I'm sacrificing myself, then technically yes, but but yeah, Rose is my spirit animal. That's the Golden Girls, by the way.
Yeah. Nah, that's all right. We're going to let that go. I am just going to... Yeah, you know what? You can just sit there. It's fine. I don't care. I've disconnected, but I'm like, I'm not going to try and fight to get that back. It's fine.
Oh.
It's fine. Jelly B would also like to know, what is the music genre you personally are not into?
Oh, not into?
Yes.
Probably rap. Like hardcore rap. Of literally just
Fair.
somebody talking at you in a microphone. Is not my go-to. I appreciate it, and well done to those guys who make it, but it's not my choice.
And your final... None of us...
I did the baby! No, the
I think
streets are good.
I think you're going to actually have to answer that question.
No. Nah. No, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to defile it. I'm just a baby. Nope. Oh. Are you not entertained?
It's just 5 minutes of chat demanding violence now.
Honestly, violent chat. Yeah, stop bullying the little one. I'll bring more out if I have to. Tell me and Haley were ready to die. I'm not killing anybody.
Okay, to be fair now, I will hold her to answering the question, but the question has to be the same level of question that the rest of the regime got. So in the rest of the regime, it was always 3 people. There's 6 people on this list. So yeah, it is a Bates raid. Hi, Bates.
Hi, Bates.
Welcome in, Bates. And Raiders, you fantastic people. Welcome in. Haley did not have 4. Haley had 3. Haley had multiple versions of the Kiss, Marry, Kill, but it was always 3.
There you go. I had 6. Wow.
So we'll split it up. Kiss, Marry, Kill.
Oh, dear.
Hales, Haley, Salty.
Hales, Haley, Salty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I mean this, and there is no hate to any of these.
You're just fine there, Bates.
Welcome in, Bates. Yes, I met Haley and Hales first, and got very, very close to them. So I'm so sorry to Salty. I would never ever kill you. I would just give you a little tap. Is that like Kiss, Marry, Tap? Kiss, Marry, Tap is the new one. Just give her a poke. But I absolutely love all of them. And then Kiss Haley and Marry Hales would be the answer. Yep. Kiss, Marry, Tap.
Okay. And then Kiss, Marry, Tap, as it were. Sandy, Safi, and Hot Iron Pot. I think that covers the big 6 out of the regime.
Oh, we've got Eagle as well.
Yes, but we would have to come up with 2 other
No.
2 other bodies. I mean, we can keep going if you want, but
Oh,
you
no,
know.
no, 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 no. Okay. Marry Sandy. Oh, I'm so sorry for this. Kiss Sappy and tap Hot Iron Pot. Give him a little poke. This is horrible. Yeah, okay. I'll go cry about it later.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hermes Rose would like to know, if you were a sandwich, what sandwich toppings would what kind of sandwich and what sandwich toppings would you have?
Ooh. I'm trying to think of something fun. I mean, I'll right, tell you what, I'm gonna go with the old-fashioned British. I'm gonna go jam sandwich because it's jammy.
It's jammy.
It's jammy.
Oh, it's jammy. Oh, it's good. It's good.
Good. Jammy sandwich. There you go. On brown bread, I think. I like the brown bread. Proper jammy.
Proper jammy.
Proper jammy. Honestly, proper jammy.
Proper. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
love a good jam sandwich. So, okay, so you're going to have to catch me up on this because I am. My idea of jam may not necessarily be yours.
Ooh, this is true.
So, for us, when you say jam, we think of it's a fruit spread that's very sugary. And yeah. Okay,
one,
so
yeah.
Proper jam. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just by itself.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the yuck. Oh no. Oh no.
No, I'm just thinking that makes my teeth hurt a little bit. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Throw some cheese in it. Put some cheese in that. Good.
Cheese and jam.
Yes.
I've never thought about that. Oh my gosh. Right. I know what I'm eating after this.
you get a charcuterie board, right? And you get jam, and people have jam and cheese normally. All we're talking about is just putting a piece of bread on it. Just
I've never thought about
cheese and jam. Okay. So we talk sandwiches around here, and every time I tell people like my go-to sandwich, if I need when I go to make a sandwich for myself, is a peanut butter and jelly, or jam, peanut butter and jam with cheese. Throw some cheddar in there. Like I'll do a strawberry or a raspberry jam. You throw some cheddar, sharp. If you're doing raspberry, a mild cheddar is actually better. And then peanut butter. Most people are like, I hate peanut butter. I can't stand peanut butter. By the time you throw the cheese in with the jam, there's no peanut butter flavor. There's no peanut butter taste. Like nothing. And the peanut butter works really well because I build a border around the outside of the bread and then put the jam in the inside and then put the cheese over top of that. And so when it all goes together, the peanut butter acts like a sealant and keeps all the jam from splooshing out everywhere.
You definitely need that.
Yeah.
Also, I like the idea of putting crisps in as well. Crisp sandwich. Chips, as you guys say.
Yeah, no, crisp. That's fine. I know the crisp part. I put crisp in. I usually have like a meat sandwich. So like a roast beef sandwich, or roast beef's pretty good. Or like a turkey or chicken. Definitely roast beef.
I'm not a big meat eater, which is an issue.
Yeah, try it sometime. It's like eating. I like crisps in sandwiches because it gives the sandwich a good crunch. It's a nice, satisfying crunch when you bite into it, which is really good. Yeah. Though you can get sort of kind of the same thing if you get yourself a good classic dill pickle slice.
Ooh,
and stick that in there. That'll give you a nice crunch too. Gives you a really nice mouth texture crunch when you bite into it. It's not as crispy. Like there's not the same sort of crackle when you bite into that crisp with the pickle, but the tang in the pickle goes really well with like any kind of meat or a mustard that you have in there on top of that with some cheese and good stuff. Good stuff.
That sounds good. Yeah. Writing this all down. Where's my paper?
Egg, pickle, ham, or cheese. Yep.
Oh, can't do egg.
No?
That's a yuck. Nope. Nope. Which is really sad because it looks so good. I just can't. Ugh.
Interesting.
Yes, pickles. I'd love to be able to eat scrambled egg.
Now, welcome to the I'm hungry now too. I'm like, ooh,
I'm starving.
we start talking about food. I'm like, ooh,
I'm ready for dinner.
I'm gonna go ahead to the kitchen and I've got peanut butter, I've got jam, I've got cheese. I'm going for a peanut butter jelly and cheese sandwich.
There you go, sorted. I'm going for a jam sandwich.
Honestly, I grew up eating eggs. The bar none, the best way I've ever had eggs. However, Japanese. So a Japanese rolled omelet. So I taught myself how to make the Japanese rolled omelet. So good, so good. Has none of that. It's got nice. It's like eating a crepe.
Ooh.
Just none of that eggy flavor. So they put like rice wine vinegar in there and it's cooked in oil or butter or whatnot. But the way you fry that thing up, you make these really sliver of eggs and it rolls in on top of itself and it makes
Wow.
It's very fluffy. It's like eating a rolled crepe.
That sounds really good. Oh.
And
now
you can
now it's gone.
Get you some soy sauce on the side to dip into it, slice that thing up, grab it with chopsticks and go to town. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Oh, yes, it absolutely looks beautiful. It is gorgeous. It took a while to figure out how to do it, and I don't have the square pans that they have it in, so I don't get that nice square. So mine, I have a round pan, but I have figured out how to make it in the round pan. It still comes out really good.
Oh,
absolutely gorgeous.
That sounds amazing. Wow.
But yeah, absolutely bar none, best way to have eggs. We are, however, going to be wrapping things up at this point. I told you it comes by too quickly. Actually, we're running over. We're about 10 minutes over now.
I'm so sorry. You're talking about food. No, I'm not.
You're not sorry in the least bit. Here.
I'm loving it.
Yes. No. But before we go, we still have a couple of last minute business to take care of.
Ooh,
we are still in 2024, 2025, 2024. Mm-hmm. So we still have almost another half of the year and then upcoming 2025. So normally I would ask what your plans are for the rest of this year, but we're going to include the rest of this year and part of next year. Is there any like major event, any big thing that you want to draw attention to, anything that you're like excited about that you're like, hey, you guys got to come check this out and come see what I've got on the plans is coming out. Here's the dates that's going to happen.
Ooh.
This is your time to tell us all about it.
Oh wow. Well, I don't have dates because it's all kind of secretive. But within the next few months, going into 2025, keep an eye out on the YouTube because there may be a film coming out. Maybe. Ooh. It's been fully written. It's been finished, and it is ready to be filmed. So absolutely keep an eye out.
Oh, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, it'll be on the YouTube. So there you go.
I as soon as it comes out, I'm going to be right in there and chatting. You're just going to see one line from No Rhythm. Kirby.
Yes, immediately. Just at the very end of it, it's just going to go Kirby.
It's Kirby. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
I
graduate, so I'm going to be.
Oh, nice.
Fully out.
Well, then you'll have to drop links and everything when it happens. Then.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely will do. Sharing it about.
There you go. All right, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other last two final pieces of business that you're stuck dealing with. Number one is you have to pick a raid target, much like what we did at the end of the Mod Love. You have to pick somebody to go raid out to.
I remember this one. Luckily, I've actually got somebody this time, which is great.
Call up your local cinemas, right? I'm already planning on like I've got my white shirt already picked out. I'm ready to mail it over to the UK to get it autographed and signed. Like, you know, just sign at the bottom. I will print whatever graphic is going to be on there.
Oh, beautiful. You'll be coming on the red carpet, you know?
Hi, Sappy.
Hi, Sappy.
Yes. Unfortunately, you did show up just at the very end.
Sorry.
But that's okay. We have the most important question still left for her to deal with.
Oh, no.
Yes. You're off like, ooh, I'm going to go pick somebody to go raid to. And like, yeah, but
I'm ready.
You've still got a piece of business still left.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. She obviously has not been having a good time because she's like, get me out of here. I'm out. I'm done.
No, I love it. I just didn't want to keep you waiting like last time, because I think I kept you for like 20 minutes trying to find somebody.
I don't care one bit. You're just fine.
I'm going to keep you thrown out with the row then.
So, if you had to give a single piece of advice to brand new starting streamer, to an earlier version of you who's just starting streaming, what is one piece of advice that you wished you had known back at the start, or you would tell somebody who's getting started, that would have like completely changed everything you did? Be like, if I had known this back then, oh my words, life would be so much different for me now. With regards to streaming, what would that be?
I think the thing that I'd love to tell myself at the start is don't apologize for being yourself. Like, you have to bring yourself to the plate. If you're going to be a streamer, you have to bring that personality out. And I think at the very start I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I giggle a lot, and now it's just like, you're in for the ride, you know. You came for this, you get in this. Yeah, you're driving about. But yeah, I think don't apologize for who you are, and just be who you are on the stream, and you will find the people that will stick by you no matter what.
Have a wonderful evening, Danny.
Bye, Danny. Have a good sleep. But yeah, just don't apologize, and in the wise words of the great Hook, to live would be an awfully big adventure, so just do it. So that's all I can say.
That's right. We do love our authentic gem. It is our diamond in the rough, and you can't take it from us.
She's not going anywhere. Well, she'll be coming back.
I've had a delightful time myself, so there you go.
Yeah, I've had a wonderful time. Thank you, Nori, for giving me this.
I think I had to twist your arm to get you into this. What are you talking about?
Did. Felt bad coming and asking, and then you asked me, and I was like, yes, do it.
And I'm like, you know, you when come on.
Yeah, it was like, so when are you having you on? And I was like, sorry, I'm being called. Hang on. That was my response. But I've loved every single bit of it, so thank you, and thank you guys as well for all asking questions.
It's been an absolute party. So yes, whoever it is you want to go raid to, just stick their name in the chat. It's just fine. Yay. Makes it easy for me to just copy and paste. Oh, the perfect person. Ooh.
The perfect person.
Anybody we know?
The name right. Yes, it is. It is our lovely Salty Snacks, who is playing Resident Evil.
Well, you didn't have to stick the name in chat. You could have just said Salty Snacks. Like, I know where we're going.
You asked me to put it in. I panicked.
Salty!
I mean, after I think I tapped Salty, didn't I? So I think I have to go give her some love now. I have to go give her a hug, because she is the fellow Leon Kennedy husband, wife. So
right.
Gotta be done.
Well, Jem, as always, it has been a thrill, a pleasure, an honor to have you here. I'm very grateful, and I'm certain everybody else here is very grateful for you taking the time out this evening. I know you stayed up kind of late here to be with us. We appreciate it. It's been absolutely fantastic. It has been an amazing evening, and I wanted to thank you for taking the time to come spend with us.
Oh, thank you for bringing me along and continuing to ask. It was very, very fun. And I appreciate everything.
I'm like a dog with a bone. I'll just keep poking.
Do it, honestly. Just keep tapping. Jump, 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 jump. I'm never going to not be able to see that.
It'll live rent-free in your brain forever.
I'm so happy. Forever and ever. It's going to be an end credit scene. It's just you going, jump, 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 jump.
There you go. All right. I am going to deafen. We'll hit the end screen. We're going to, and we'll send these fantastic people over to Salty Snacks. I don't even have to say anything to Salty. Salty absolutely knows what happens when Nori shows up on their channel on a Talk Tuesday. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be fantastic. This is going to be amazing. You have been an absolute delight, a treat, and an honor to have you here. And again, thank you.
Thank you.
You want to say anything bye to the chat?
Bye. I love you all. Goodbye.
All right, I'm going to hit the deafen button, and then we'll swap scenes over and everything else. You're welcome to take off at that point if you want, and go get you some food.
Food, yes.
There you go. Right. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. An absolute pleasure. Until next time.
Until next time.
There's the end screen. We're done. We're out. You guys have been fantastic. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been an absolute thrill and a treat. I hope that you have enjoyed this latest version of Talk Tuesday. It has been an absolute fantastic evening spent with the amazing, fantastic, and all completely just phenomenal Skywalker 101. That's right. Gem. Holy cow. Now what? What do we do? What's going on? What's going to happen is we're going to go right over to Salty Snacks because that is what Gem had chosen. But, don't think we're done just yet. Absolutely not. Next week on Talk Tuesday here, we will have a Wee Brownies, new South African streamer. You'll love him. He's been showing up here recently on the Valheim Denmark Season 3 server. I get up to all kinds of other various shenanigans and antics. It's going to be a good time. You don't want to miss out on that. Don't forget, Friday, we will be doing our normal Elden Ring co-op shenanigan bit. So that's going to be awfully fun. Safi, I get the feel. I understand. Believe me. It is always terrible when you miss out on an absolute just something you want to watch, but that's okay. That's what the VODs are there for. Like, it'll be there. I promise. It's a good time. It's always a good time. And then, yes, so Saturday we'll be doing our Story Saturday, and then I think Sunday BG3 should be happening. So still lots of things going on, lots of people to go check out. There is all kinds of stuff going on. You guys have been fantastic, fabulous, and amazing, and I appreciate every last one of you guys. And if it wasn't for you guys showing up, Talk Tuesdays wouldn't be a thing right now. So as much as our guest stars coming on here are really important, and they are really important to us, having you guys here to explore the lore with us as we go through this stuff has been absolutely phenomenal, fantastic, and I appreciate you guys. I'm certain our guest, Gem, appreciates you guys. Big shouts to our new followers, Life of Blue and Eddie. Zen, thank you for the resub. And on our raiders, Hot Iron Pot, Bates Blogs, Vidiot Fringe, Hermaeus Rose, and Estea. All of you guys have been absolutely fantastic and fabulous. And to every one of you guys who've been hanging out here with us, it has been a good time. It's been an absolute fantastic time. I look forward to seeing you all again next time. For now, let's go say hi to the Salty of the Snacks. There's the raid messages. The first one is for all you lovely subscribers. The second one's for all of you lovely followers. Whichever one you can use, grab it, copy it, get ready to spam it. Let's go say hi to Salty Snacks. Let's go tell them about Talk Tuesday, and let's go tell them about the wonderful, wonderful guest star tonight that has been X Skywalker 101, aka Gem. And until next time, continue to be the fantastic, fabulous, and amazing people that I already know you are. And until next time, well, you already know how this goes. Bye for now.